Go.
Okay. So, last week on the Fable Fallen, we finally arrived at the tomb. We found evidence of another group, and we finally went down into it where none of us were able to like talk or hear anything, which was like kind of okay. But like not super great for the magic casters, so that sucks. At the bottom of the stairs, we found an entire arm on its own. There were also two bodies, which presumably this arm came from, that looked like a bomb exploded from inside them. Through the power of magic, specifically Asha's, we found an undead minotaur, or it found us because it was charging at us when we saw it. Strix went down almost immediately. Pip was almost thrown into the ceiling, but everyone else came out of it okay, I think. I did. I came out of it okay. So then we got into this hallway that had four doors, and some of us went into one of the rooms where there was like a bird feeder looking thing that Cora poked at, which achieved exactly nothing. There were also drawings that happened to match her flying dog story, so that was hysterical. There were some heavy footsteps, which I didn't hear, so who really knows if that's true. But then we all went into this other room that had these like giant braziers, and there was also a sarcophagus and some shitty vases and some chests. And then we lit the braziers and we could all hear again, so it's probably because of the fire. Strix managed to summon another undead minotaur and then immediately went down again. We defeated the thing because I think it was Asha who like did a thing with her armor and killed it as she went down. And then during this whole fight, Pip was somewhere, and he came back from a bunch of like demon binds that captured him. And then six demons that I cannot see, that I don't think anyone in the group can see, followed him and appeared by like the doorway of the room that we're in, but they're repelled from the light, so that's fine. We also finally opened one of the chests where there's a green glowy thing, and then hopefully we're gonna open the sarcophagus. Done.
Wait, did you say green glowy thingy? Is that another meme? Do we have a blue glowy thingy and then a green glowy thingy?
That's what I thought. But if there's a green glowy thing, yes.
Oh, I've been calling it the green glowy thingy. No one else has. It's just me. So.
Oh my god, you're a genius.
Let's make the entire rainbow of glowy thingies.
Please.
So yeah, that's what Alma remembers, in her words exactly. So.
Alright, all of you are standing currently 30 feet away behind Cora as her mage hand lifts up the chest. You see the soft felt cushion that inlays the chest lining, and then some emerald-looking glow emitting from inside.
I'm going to like hold up a hand and be like, I've got this. And I'm gonna step a little bit closer to see if I can see what's in it.
How close are we getting?
I'm
You're
gonna
30
get
feet away,
until
so.
I'm gonna get as close as I need to be able to see what's in it.
So you're gonna have to like go up to it, like probably.
Okay, I'll go up to it.
You'll just have to stand in front of it. You don't have to go into it or like, bend at the waist into it, but you have to be up at it.
Okay.
Alma's gonna go with her, like following directly next to her.
Okay, for the sake of ease, we'll just say this is the chest up here. Look at that pretty box. It's far too big. Look at this pretty box.
Okay.
And put the rest of you in the room.
Theory is that there's a chihuahua in it.
Okay,
I think
Cora.
I think it's a gem. Yes.
Cora and Alma. Looking in, you see. The first thing that catches your eye is a very large-looking spherical shape, with you can see where the light is coming from. It's almost like emerald veins kind of etched around it, and they're just kind of pulsating a little bit. It's roughly the size of maybe a little bit bigger than a soccer ball, but it is egg-shaped.
Egg shaped. I'm gonna kind of. I want to examine it closely, but still not touching it.
Okay, you examine an egg-shaped object with emerald veins that are pulsating light. There's not a whole lot else to glean from it.
I'm gonna pause for a second and then turn to Alma and say, I kind of want to see if it's warm.
Inside, you can also see what looks to be 2 slivers of a jade-like metal. They look like they were refined at some point, but at the base of each, it's sort of snapped.
Oh, a what kind of metal?
A jade-colored metal. It doesn't look like it's jade, but it's the same hue.
Do we feel any like heat emanating from it, like from where we're standing?
From where you're standing, no.
Gonna reach out a hand. I'm gonna kind of reach out a hand, but then stop myself before I actually turn it, and then turn back to the rest of the group and say, is it okay if I touch this?
What is it?
It's some egg-looking thing.
Oh, does it look heavy? Don't you have a magical hand you can go touching things with?
I want to see if it's warm.
Does the egg-looking thing look like it's made out of rock or like any kind of metal, or does it like straight up look like eggshell? Like, you know what I mean?
If you've ever seen like spotted eggs, they kind of look like stone, so it's a little hard to tell.
Okay.
So I think, well, is it okay?
I don't
I
think we
mean,
should
Where do I see the shadows at right now?
And they're just hanging out in the doorway at the edge of the light, looking at you.
In the doorway where? Like, behind us or towards
Behind
this, I think.
Can Alma like pull the thing?
Actually,
Oh, sorry.
Where is the...
since Valeska's over there, it's actually more like this now. Braziers are up here.
They're looking at you.
I'm gonna, since no one's answering me, I'm gonna reach out a hand and put my hand like palm down, just gently on the
Wait,
egg.
no. I wanted to try to lift it first.
With what?
She says as her hand touches the egg. It feels solid. It's not warm, but it's not cold.
Is it warmer than the surrounding area? Like, is it cold enough?
It's not emanating heat.
Okay. I'm gonna... And it's about the size of a soccer ball, you said?
A little bit bigger.
Don't pick it up.
Okay. What do you want to do with it?
Let's see if we can pick up the chest first.
Okay, but I'm kind of...
I know you're already touching it, but like maybe it's just gonna be your hand that's affected and not like our entire arms.
Okay. If you're sure... Wait! I'm gonna call back to the rest of the group. I think it's something, like, magical. Don't one of y'all have, like, a spell that can identify that? Or something like that?
I do, but I have to go and touch it. It will also take about, 10 minutes.
Speaking of, that spell, and she kind of like turns to Valeska and, in a different language, she says to her, I have something that might be familiar to you that, if you have a moment, if you could maybe take a look at it and tell me what you...
You're putting me to work. Okay.
Well, and she just kind of like scratches her head sheepishly, and she's just like,
I'm familiar with
yes, you may have procured it yourself, but the item, it seems
that's
to...
strange. Then if I was the one who procured it, I would be the one to have it.
Well,
So, Asha, my dear, why do you have that?
I, was helping you carry the weight, and this item is I'm strangely drawn to. I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm not very good at explaining these things. Maybe
I will take a look
that's
for
your...
you. I just wanted to see it.
And she looks so flustered, like, as she's talking to Valeska, she looks really flustered. She's just, like, scratching her head. She looks really, like, really flustered.
The rest of the 5 of you watch these two just turn and rudely start having their own conversation in the middle of all of you. How dare they?
Yeah, Pip's kind of just like staring up at them, like.
Yeah. So while this is happening, can Alma try to move the chest?
Sure.
Okay, but be careful. We don't want to like. Wait. God damn it. Never mind. Cora's just gonna stand by and watch because she wouldn't say be careful.
Thanks. So can I lift it, or do I have to do like a?
Yeah, you can lift it. It's heavy, probably like all of the weight in it combined, probably about 60 pounds. But you're a hardy girl. You can kind of.
Nice. But the only things in it are the egg and those 2 jade-looking things.
And then the cushions, yeah.
Wait,
and
the
the
jade-looking things aren't inside the egg?
No, they're in the chest.
Oh.
They're just laying next to the egg, which at this point has jostled around a little bit, so not really next to it anymore. Under it.
And what color was the egg again?
The egg itself is like a clay kind of gray color, and then it has the emerald like vein textures that are glowing.
How far does the glow go?
Not very far. It's not like it can like provide light. It's just obvious.
Is there any way I could have my character do some sort of check to see if she remembers any, like, seeing any sort of creature like this that could produce an egg like this?
You can make a history check, but it's gonna be hard.
Question: are the vein-like things, are they like over top of the egg, like growth, or is it like?
It's part of the shell.
patterning? Okay.
19.
19. You recall from some of your studies about magical beings on the southern half of the continent, but you can't recall anything similar to this. There are magic creatures that lay eggs, but you're not familiar with anything that looks like this.
Okay. I still think,
Are the veins like raised, or are they like into the egg?
It's just part of the shell.
Part of the shell. Are they coming from inside, or are they like? You know what I mean?
It's part of the shell. There's no. The light doesn't seem to be coming from the inside and doesn't seem to be affecting the thing inside.
So there is a thing inside.
Maybe.
And then I'm gonna turn to the rest of the party and say, so while we wait for them to finish their identifying thing, should we pop open the sarcophagus?
Wasn't there another chest? Or wasn't there another chest?
There was.
We already went through it. It had a bunch of guns and stuff.
That's right.
I mean, you can pop open the sarcophagus.
Oh, heck yeah! And Corey's gonna go up and stand at the sarcophagus.
Use Mage Hand again. Don't. We don't know what's
okay.
coming out of it.
Okay, well, everyone back up then. And then
You don't
I
have to tell me twice.
Is this where the sarcophagus is?
Yeah, it's towards the back of the room, in the middle.
Okay, and then I'm gonna mage hand it open.
You go to grip it with your mage hand and pull, and nothing happens.
Is it because it's like too heavy?
Yep.
It's too heavy. I'm pretty sure it's too heavy for my mage hand.
What's the limit on your Mage Hand weight?
It's like 10 pounds.
I can only pick up things about 10 pounds.
Oh, okay. So it's not like it's insanely heavy.
No.
Okay.
Do you want to do it or should I? I'm fine with whatever.
I'll open it. I'll go up and open it.
Are you gonna put the chest down first, or just kind of like one arm it?
Oh, I put it down immediately. Sorry, I should have clarified that.
Okay.
I was just seeing if I could pick it up.
Is anyone else doing anything while these two are perusing?
What Asha's got.
Okay. You're gonna spend 11 minutes to do that one?
I hand her the familiar tablet. kind of like sheepishly and a little bit embarrassed.
There you go. On the red.
It's not too bad when Momo talks, but when Court tries to talk, it cuts out a little bit. I think she
I
needs
just
to be closer.
Thank you. I'm just gonna start identifying it.
Okay, you start the spell.
Ragovir's just keeping a close eye on the shenanigans of
Tweedledee.
Cora and Alma.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pip's
Yeah.
doing that too.
Yeah, when Alma goes to open the sarcophagus, I'll like put a hand on my staff and take a step forward.
Okay.
Velisca's turned towards these guys, by the way, just so she can see any movement out of the corner of her eye while she does it.
Yeah, she's all. Do you sit down to cast it?
I don't think I have to,
You
but
don't have to. Just curious. No.
Okay,
turn
so
around.
what's in-
I don't want to sit on the dirty temple floor.
Okay.
What's in the thingy? What's in the thingy?
Masha's like keeping a lookout. She's just like really kind of paranoid in this place with having almost lost her head.
Okay. So Alma, you're gonna go try and open it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a strength check or athletics, either or.
25.
Jesus.
God damn.
You grip the side of it and you start moving it, and you realize it's very heavy. Like solid stone was not hollowed, but you do manage to kind of and shove it open enough to see the inlaid body that is propped up against the back of the sarcophagus. Arms crossed, body wrapped in some form of tissue, holding a long scepter-like object.
She is immediately going to step back like 15 feet.
Do I recognize anything about the body?
No, it's wrapped completely head to toe.
Do I recognize? Oh, is it wearing any clothes?
No, it is wrapped head to toe.
Do I recognize anything about the scepter?
You can make a history check, but it'd be a disadvantage.
I will still try.
Okay.
Rip.
Unfortunately, this is well beyond the time of what you would have been learning.
Okay.
You recognize it as old. I guess I can clarify this, guys, for you all as well. Going forward, just for sake of ease, when it comes to timeline and histories and uncoverings and all that fun stuff, if I refer to the old world, that is pre-sundering. If I refer to the ancient world, that is pre-collapse. So,
Okay.
ancient, old, and then we are currently in the new world,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
just for sake of ease. But this is probably ancient.
Okay. Can I tell if it's alive?
It's not moving.
Huh?
It's not moving.
Well, that's not what I asked. I'm gonna look back towards the rest of the group and I'm gonna say, so, do you think we should take the scepter?
Can I use divine sense as she's asking and conversing with them?
Sure.
Okay.
You get,
If it's not alive, I would take it.
you get
Perhaps we.
you get 7 blips, and this is my mistake from last session. You should have gotten 7 originally. Before opening the sarcophagus, you should have gotten 7. That is my fault from last session.
Hmm.
Okay, where was the 7th one?
I will DM you.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, maybe we should think on it before we touch the scepter.
Yeah, that's why I asked everybody.
Is there
Does
anything
it
else in the
seem-
sarcophagus other than the mummy and the scepter?
Nope, just whoever was laid to rest.
Does the scepter seem magical? I asked, since I'm not there.
Alma, what do you think?
I'm just gonna whisper something like really softly to Bree so that like no one else can hear. Or sorry, to Cora. So
Okay. DM me what you want to whisper to me then.
The scepter Strix looks intricate. You're not sure if it's magical or not. It looks at the very least ceremonial.
I mean, if this guy's dead, what's stopping us from taking his scepter?
I mean, there are undeads out in the world. I
Well,
mean,
yes, but it's not moving like the undead usually keep doing. It's just still.
it's also
right?
wrapped. Yes, it's also wrapped up. But let's see what we have. We have the green glowy thing. We have these two beautiful urns. Maybe we just take back those items. And she looks at the scepter like she's a little like hesitant about it.
I mean, Alma says that she can't sense any. What was it? Is it like evil energy that you can sense?
from
Huh?
from what?
Like from like in general, like I know that you can like sense stuff or whatever, but like, what kind of stuff can you sense?
Anything that's a celestial, fiend, or undead that's not behind any like total cover, and I can just sense the presence. I can't really tell anything about it.
So I mean, at least it's not a celestial, a fiend, or an undead. I mean, those are the main things we would have to worry about, right?
Does the mummy register as undead?
Well, if
Wait,
it's
what did you see?
so the mummy is registering as something or is not registering as something.
The mummy is not registering as anything.
Oh,
So probably alive.
I think it's probably fine. I can do it with my mage hand, and y'all can like, I don't know, brace or whatever.
Do
Hey,
what?
you know what? That's the smartest idea you ever had.
I can try and like lift up the scepter with my hand, with my mage hand.
Court, if I DM you on Discord, will you get it, or do I need to do it through Momo?
I'll get it. Yeah, I have my own sharing.
Okay.
Okay, that is 11 minutes of my time wasted. I cannot. I'm sorry.
You cannot what?
I cannot. I didn't.
I'm so sorry.
Can you try and identify the eggy thingy?
If you would like to take another 11 minutes, I mean,
Uh,
if you would
I
like to
mean-
take it with you, we can just take it with us. I will.
I don't know. I just something about me. I just want to know now, you know. But I mean, if you really
Well,
don't want to,
Now or 11 minutes.
well, yeah. You're funny.
Well, I would think that erring on the side of caution is always a good idea in places like this.
You see, the thing is, I do not know if it is this item specifically that is causing my magic to fail, or it is... So I do not want to wait another 11 minutes if it's not going to.
Ah, I see.
Why did your thing fail? Is it because it's like too high of a level or something, or?
I do not know why it would. It could be the item. It could be where we are. I am not quite sure.
I'm blaming this place.
Then it's probably. I mean, I think it's probably best if we just try and figure out what it is before we take it out of here, in case we're like doing something to ourselves, you know.
Well, all right. I mean, if we feel like being patient, I don't mind trying to identify.
Oh, I can totally be patient. Is it okay if I try and like lift the thingy out of the dead guy's hand? By the way.
You're asking me specifically?
Nope, not yet. Alm was just gonna shout out, no, don't do that.
I would rather we wait.
Okay, we can wait. Cor looks very disappointed, and like she's just making herself say this.
It is a good thing you are patient. And she sits down with the item and starts to identify, or the egg thing.
Ragavir.
Is that what you wanted me to identify, the egg?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing I'm most curious about.
Right,
I think it's like a dragon or something.
Yes.
Hi. Now that the egg is taken out of the chest and you can actually see it for the first time, you can roll history as well.
Let's go!
Okay, buddy.
Notice
Go.
the DC for you is notably lower for one reason.
Is that Ragavir's egg?
Ragavir's son.
From his cloaca.
Oh my god!
Oh.
That's his son! No!
You're
You're so dumb! What the hell?
No, that's so mean. Fuck you. He's smart.
I told you.
Smart lizard.
Seeing the egg, you look at it and you're like, that looks so familiar, but you can't remember why or how.
That's a dragon egg.
You think it's a dragon egg?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's a dragon egg.
Oh my god, we're going to
do
have
I,
our
do
own
I even need
dragon
to keep
egg.
going with this?
Well, we gotta be sure. I mean,
Oh,
aren't there like evil
oh
dragons?
shit, that's a dragon egg. Oh fuck, that's a dragon egg.
What is wrong with you?
We should raise it instead of giving it up for money.
No, we
well, I don't
really
wanna sell
shouldn't
it.
touch it at all.
I
think
mean,
it's a bit late for that.
I have to touch it to cast the spell.
So does she not have to cast the spell anymore?
She's like mid-spell, like, should I keep going?
yeah, keep going, keep going.
You're gonna cast Identify on it?
I'm keeping on.
Okay.
It's Ragavir, this is a dragon egg?
Well,
I mean-
you're all gonna learn real quick. You don't even get like 30 seconds into the chant and it starts to crack.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Ragavir like
That's her sword in
Hatching.
front of
immediately
her.
just like rushes forward to be like right up on the egg.
I'm going to go forward to shoot, and I'm going to say, "Can I hold it, please?"
Shh, shh.
So,
Hold on.
It's gonna
And he
choke
just kind of
on
like holds
Ragavir's
his hand
back.
back and he just kind of like
face,
keeps.
and I'm going to turn it towards Ragavir.
Ah, yes.
So-
Maybe the egg will imprint onto Ragavir.
as
Oh,
As it
my
should
God.
be.
as
That
part
is an
of
excellent
the casting of this, it eats the spell and immediately completes, so you know exactly what it is. It's just called an emerald egg. There's two main things you learn immediately as it starts to hatch. One, in order for the egg to hatch, someone just has to put magic into it. Doesn't matter what. You just have to cast something at it.
Oh, shit.
Two, whoever casts at it will imprint on it. So it doesn't matter who it sees.
Oh my god.
It is going to see Valeska's mama.
Oh my
god.
And depending on the type of person who puts magic into it, something different will come out of it. So you guys had 7 different options for the animal, and you see as the egg kind of shatters around the top, the little head kind of pokes out, and you see like this.
Valeska's still fully like, Ragavir, look.
Oh my god.
There is a incredible puff of soft green fur and 2 really large black, just like bead-like eyes and whiskers that immediately just poke out and look straight at Valeska. It looks like a green chinchilla.
It looks like a green what?
Chinchilla?
Chinchilla. Except it's at its size. You can tell it's a baby. At its size, it's already about like a foot and a half long, and chonky. He's chonky. But he
Guys, I think I was wrong.
just pokes his head out.
If it's not a dragon, should we just eat it?
No.
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 That's hungry.
What?
Just eat a blueberry. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I reach out and like pat its head.
Nuzzles into your hand.
Hello? Oh my, how are you? Ragavir, did you look like this when you were a baby?
No.
What is this creature?
It is impossibly soft.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
damn.
we are not turning. I'm keeping. And she like holds it out like in her arms.
Pip's gonna get jealous. He's gonna puff up his cheeks.
Seeing the
you're
animal
gonna
now, anyone who wants to can make a nature check to try and discern what type of animal this is. It's not
Okay.
actually a chinchilla, it just looks similar.
Wow, it's a chinchilla. Oh my god.
no.
I rolled
You know,
28.
oddly, that makes a lot of sense that Cora would be the one to get it for the
Oh.
given how cute this thing is. So
Ragavir still thinks it's a dragon.
There.
Gotta be a dragon.
it's called a gallant.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen one baby size, but you have seen depictions of adults, and they grow to roughly hippo size.
Holy fuck.
Nice. Big boy.
They also have some magical elements to them. You're not sure quite the details, but they do have things that they can do.
Wow.
So does anyone know what this is?
Oh, it's a gallant.
I go what?
Sorry, DM, how do I pronounce that?
Gallant, you got it right.
The fuck is that?
It's like this, it's like this magic thingy. DM, do I know if they can be friendly or not?
Generally, they're incredibly hostile and territorial.
It's weird that it likes you though. And from what I remember, it doesn't really like people. It's got like magic and stuff. It grows like this big, and she just kind of mimes it out.
Oh, I mean it's not that. I'm good with animals. She like kind of, she just is like holding it like a baby, like kind of rocking it in her arms.
Well, I think
How big
it's
is this
cute.
thing? Is it like?
I think it's cute. I think we should keep it.
Right now, it's like a foot and a half long and fucking fat cat size.
Chunky.
Chonky boy.
Why was it in the chest? I wonder. That is no place to.
I was wondering the same thing. Perhaps some sort of ceremonial significance.
Maybe it was
Oh.
the dead person's pet.
At
Oh,
this point, has anyone else looked in the chest except for Alma and Cora?
No, everyone is pretty fixated on the fucking puffy rat.
fuzzy.
Ragavir's
So,
disappointed it's not a dragon. He's gonna go look in the chest.
Yeah, I'll go
Almost
look
about
in
to go
the
look in
chest
the
as well.
You see the two slivers
that-
of jade-like material.
She's gonna grab one.
Grab it.
Yep, just do it because Cora's rubbed off on her.
You grab it.
Oh,
The piece you
Is it
grab
a-
is roughly 8 inches long and probably an inch and a half thick. It looks like, do you know what a stiletto is? Not the heel.
Nope.
It's a type of sword, unless I'm stupid.
Knife. Type of knife.
Yes, it looks very similar to that. It's like a knife
Oh,
point.
yeah.
that's cool.
Oh yes, okay. It's like a pocket knife.
Similar. That's what the sliver you grab looks like. It doesn't have like a hilt or anything to like hold onto. That's roughly the size of it, and it's pointed.
Okay.
The other half looks like another continuation of it, but it's shattered.
Is it? Oh, the two pieces go together. The two jade things.
If you hold both of them up together, yeah, it seems like it.
Okay. Which one did I grab?
The point.
Okay. Is it like sharp?
Yes, very.
Okay. Cool. Can she pick
Pip's
up the
gonna go
cushion?
up to Velisca and say, "So what are you gonna name it?"
I was actually thinking about that. I don't know.
I got great name suggestions.
Oh yes.
Rat.
You really do not like this?
What? No, Rat's a good name.
Oh, you like that? I mean, most
Rats are
people do
cool.
not like. I am still thinking on it. I think Grigori Jr. has a nice.
Gregory Jr.
I'm joking. I'm not going to name him Grigori Jr.
You have more style than that.
I want to take a step towards this gallant. Does it seem to react to the presence of another person?
If you've ever seen that meme of like the gopher who like suddenly gives that really sharp head turn and just like the 1,000-yard stare, that's what it gives you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know the one. Yeah, I'll take a step back and turn back towards the chest. Are there like any secret compartments in the chest? Like anything under the cushions?
Make an investigation check.
While she's doing that, can I grab the other end of this jade thingy?
Sure, you can grab it.
Does anyone have mending in the party? The spell?
No.
Okay.
Nope. I am but a monk.
Is
Yeah.
this heavy? Is this thing heavy?
The part you have is probably no more than like a pound, which is still pretty heavy for like just the point of a blade. The part
Right.
Cora has is probably about 3 pounds. It seems like it would be fairly weighted when it was all together, though you're very clearly missing parts of it.
We're missing more than these two parts?
Oh, absolutely.
Like what?
The crossguard, the hilt, the other parts of the blade.
Oh, so it's not just like a stick.
No.
I was imagining a stick. Okay.
It looks like it was meant to be a blade of some form.
Okay.
And does Strix manage to find anything?
No.
Oh, can I see her looking and look around under the cushion as well?
I think with this one, we're gonna call it a one and done.
Okay.
Can
But,
Alma tear open the cushions?
If you really feel the need to ruin some soft, nice cushions.
I do. I
Okay.
do feel that need.
You tear into them, the cushion goes all over the place. It's not. It
it
actually is cotton,
Nice.
which is surprising.
Is there anything else in it besides cotton?
No.
And I'm gonna say to the rest of the party, so what are we doing about that scepter thing?
That is a thing we should consider.
Maybe.
Go ahead and pluck it.
Yes,
ahead and what?
Pluck it. Grab it.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold on.
I mean,
Hold on. No.
what? What?
Does it? Sorry. Oh my god. Does it? What is the scepter? Does the scepter look like the thing that I'm holding now?
No.
Like the metal?
Nope.
Is it made out of metal?
Probably.
Okay, so I guess grab it then, Cora. I just wanted to like look at it first.
Okay. And I'm gonna mage hand it out of the mummy's grasp.
And Alma's gonna like try to shut the sarcophagus.
You grab the scepter and pull, and the mummy's arms, both of them at the shoulder, just snap out.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still gonna take it out and lay it on the ground before the sarcophagus.
All right. His hands are still gripped around the staff, so you just have arms currently detached from the body, hanging onto the scepter.
Okay, that's fine.
Should we close the lid, maybe?
I'm closing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good thinking. You can never be too careful.
As you go
And
to
then I'm
shut the
gonna-
sarcophagus, you slide it into place, and you watch the rest of the body just start kind of like crumbling on itself.
Oh
like
my god.
Is it like that scene in Aquaman when he grabs it and like the thing disintegrates?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of try and like shake the scepter with the arm still on it to see if I can get them off?
Yeah, that's the amount of decay and processing this body's went through, it just snaps and disintegrates.
Okay, and
like
then
this
I
Go ahead.
and then I'm gonna pull the scepter up until it's like right up by me, and I'm gonna quickly like grab it out of my mage hand with my real hand.
Okay, you are now holding onto it. You see it's like a long bronze rod with what looks like a fixture of an owl and then wings that kind of span out decently far from the top of it.
Wow.
It looks ornate.
I
How
look
big is
around
it?
it.
From like the bottom up to where the wingspan starts, 3
Yeah.
feet.
Oh, so it's big.
Yeah, it's fairly large. It's not like
Oh,
it's not hefty, and it doesn't look like it'd be of any use in fighting, but it's decently sized.
I'm just gonna kind of turn it around. Can I sense any magic from it at all?
Make an Arcana check.
Why do I suck so bad at fucking Arcana?
Because you don't study it, you just do it.
I didn't study.
It's not letting me open my... Can you possibly roll it for me? It's not letting me open my thing for some reason.
Yeah, if it's like a bar that's faded with your character name, you double click it.
Oh.
Asha looks at the rod and looks at Strix and kind of points out, like, "Oh, look, it matches you, Strix."
I'll take a step forward and take a look at this rod.
And she's like pointing to your owl mask you have on you.
Yeah, I'm interested in this rod.
It doesn't feel particularly magical.
Can you, like... So does it have, like, a gem, or is it just a staff?
It's just a staff. There's no, like, inlaid gemstones or anything like that. It looks like... It looks ceremonial.
I'm gonna ask... Wait, can one of y'all tell if this is magical or not?
Other than the spell that I'm always casting nowadays, no.
I mean, if you don't mind,
I
could
do
you...
not. Do we really want to do all of this inside? I mean,
Oh, fair enough. Let's go ahead and, like, figure out a way out.
I just think it is creepy in here.
Yeah, we need to think of a way out.
I'm gonna quickly, like, put the scepter, like, at my belt, like, on my side.
Okay, you strap
Can
it
I
in.
fashion my long arm, what's it called? My, like, long arm fabric thingies? Can I fashion those into a baby Bjorn around my front and just, like, tie them in the back? And
Sure, you can, like, squish him into you.
Yes.
I have that baby on you.
He's like an
Wait, how
advanced
heavy
pillow.
is
That way my hands.
How heavy is the gallant?
Yeah.
He's dense, so probably like 25 pounds.
Damn.
Kumasai.
Oh no.
Alma's gonna be like kind of staring at Asha because she's a little suspect since she did the divine sense, which I guess technically would have been since last night, but
Yeah, sorry.
since now.
Might be.
Asha stares back at her, like, kind of like, huh? Like, she just kind of looks back at her as however long as Alma looks at her. But she doesn't say anything.
Not super subtly, but like trying not to be caught, but she is because she's not subtle. Okay. Just wanted to have that out there. Thanks.
Do you think we should fill that chest with like the urns and stuff?
Probably
Chest.
more economical if we do that. Alma, are you okay with carrying all of that?
The vases themselves are all stuffed, So
I thought the vases. Wait, what are the vases filled with? I thought they were shitty vases.
they're stuffed with ash and dust, or not dust, but ash.
Remains.
Yeah, cremations.
Should we like dump that here?
You've already desecrated the body, so at this point,
Well, if we're gonna sell them or something, I don't think that there's really like we need the ashes for it to be like authentic.
Would I know if people would value this more with the ashes or not? Like, would that historian guy care?
You can make an intelligence check and try and glean. Probably would be a little uncomfortable with the ashes still in it.
I think their value might actually increase if this would be.
Sounds good to me. And he like, are the urns like on a shelf or something?
No, they're all over the floor, laid against.
Okay.
Laid against the wall next to the sarcophagus.
Asha,
Okay, so someone help me dump these ashes out.
Asha like kneels down
sorry.
and she's like drawing in the sand on the ground, like.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
start helping Pip with the urns and vases and whatnot.
Yeah, he's kind of just like picking them up one by one, dumping out the ash, and then putting it back down.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna face the shadow again and like kind of lean over to whoever is near me. Is Ragavir and Asha?
Yes, I'm leaned. I'm bent down, like kind of squatting, and I'm like, kind of drawing something in the dirt, like kind of mumbling to myself.
Asha, you should know. I am able to see, what these creatures are.
Six of them. Oh, okay. This is worse than I thought. And this is precisely why I've been thinking of a way for us to get out of here.
Yes, because I do not think that they're going to take kindly once we actually removing things from their tomb. They were pretty clear with me about that, actually. They asked me, why share?
Are they the reason your ears were bleeding?
She gives a slow nod.
Okay, so
What about light?
exactly,
Oh.
light. They don't like light.
They don't. But, Ragavir, when you cast that lovely spell of yours, directly on them, that is because. So maybe we do not do something directly to them, but I think that we can maybe direct them if we box them in.
My thoughts exactly. Are you reading my mind?
And she like looks at you.
I try not.
Ragavir is going to take out one of his torches and light it in the brazier. And then he's going to step over to where he thinks the figures are, like towards the edge of the light. And he's just kind of like looking at, and he just kind of like sticks his torch out. He's like, "Here."
Does it do anything?
When you put more light into the room, they do all back up.
Yes, right now they are back. It
Okay.
seems that whatever you can push them away with the light. When it is directly on them, that is when
Asha casts
they get hostile.
light on her necklace.
She says, well, I can do this. How many torches do we have?
I have my one.
Ragivir has one.
No, Ragavir has.
Ragavir has a shitload. I borrowed one from him.
And he looks in his backpack. Well, Valeska took one, and I've got this one here, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a torch.
Wow,
6,
he is
7,
very well prepared.
8.
Almost
I've got
ahead of
8
torches,
torches.
too.
Okay, so everyone can get at least one torch. So maybe perhaps we...
Go ahead.
go in a group with the torches?
I
I
can.
don't think.
I can handle my own torch if one of y'all wants one of mine, and then she just kind of like does a little ball of flame in the palm of her hand.
I don't think Alma will be able to hold a torch when they're holding a chest. And by the way, Pippa, he's using the cotton from the ripped up cushion and stuffing it into the chest in between the pots that he's putting in the chest, so he can have kind of cushioning.
Insulation.
Did you
Yeah,
guys find
that's
any
smart.
ashes, or was it just all ash?
It's currently extremely dusty in this room.
Oh my god, they're breathing in ashes.
I'm only asking because of the unfinished dagger thing. Like, there's nothing like that they've come across.
No.
Okay. Cool.
Alternatively,
You guys ever heard of a dust explosion?
Whoosh.
glad I have my little mask. What little it's doing for me.
Nothing. Nothing at all. It's like the people who wear gaiters during COVID and think it's doing anything.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Well, if Alma's hands are good, then maybe you could cast. And
I can cast
Throw a
light on
torch?
the chest.
oh, well,
And she casts light on the chest.
That's a pretty nifty glowing chest.
Demon things? Sorry. Can we throw dust on the demon things to like make them show up?
You gather from the failed fairy fire, it probably wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So, how about we get into a formation and we go slowly? We won't be able to hear each other. Perhaps maybe we should use a rope or link arms or something.
Wait, would we be able to hear each other if the torches were lit by the flames from the brazier, or is it the actual brazier themselves that are keeping, or that's letting us hear?
You could hear in the room prior to lighting them.
Yeah, because I lit them with Druidcraft, which is a verbal spell.
That room is just.
Oh, I see. Okay, I was just curious. Maybe that would. Cool.
Yeah.
By the way, how many urns is there basically?
Can you fit in that chest? Probably 3.
How many are there in total?
16.
Fuck.
Maybe we can all carry one, like with the dragon scales.
Dragavir will take an urn and shove it in his backpack.
Yeah.
It's a little too big for your bag.
Oh.
I have a free arm.
He's just gonna carry it under his
What?
arm then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will carry one under my arm as well.
Aren't
I'll
these
do the same.
shitty urns though? Like, why are we carrying these?
Well, because historian of life.
Quality.
Because
They're
of
not
their
for us.
historic value.
Yes, exactly.
By the way, how big is the urn? Is the urn Pip's size or
It's a
no?
little bit bigger than you.
Huh.
What?
I don't think I could carry one. And I'm still feeling a little
They
bit
are
weak from earlier.
large. They're not intricate. They're not carved. They're not etched, but they are big and made of material you're not very familiar with.
Maybe we don't have to take all of them. I mean, we
Take as many as we can carry.
have the scepter. We can give the scepter to him. We can give a couple of urns. I mean, something is better than nothing, surely.
Yeah. Carry as many as we can carry. And then I'm gonna wrap the one that I have volunteered to carry. I'm gonna make like a makeshift little, like, additional pack out of my cloak. And just tie it around my bag and put my urn in there so I have my hands free.
Should, just throwing this idea out there, should we maybe try to like herald these demon things back into the room that they came from?
And that is what I'm hoping for, at least with the
Well,
light that we have.
They
to
might
keep them
just,
away.
because they might just like travel in front of us. You know what I mean?
I
They're
mean,
back.
have one person pass through it, and I can tell you what they're doing.
Okay, yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
Since I can't hold an urn, I'll carry 2 torches.
That would be good.
Oh.
give you lots of light.
Stay away from me.
Theoretical question: does Pip have control of how his tail can move? Could he theoretically hold the torch with his tail?
Probably not reliably.
Dang.
Okay. Are we ready to get information?
Yep, so Ragavir disperses torches. Okay, so who's getting how many torches?
I have one from you already.
I have one myself.
Yeah, I can use my own torch, or I can just cast light on my staff.
Okay.
Pip holds out his grabby hands for 2 torches because he doesn't have torches.
Okay.
Horace is gonna like kind of give a toothy grin and make her fireballs out of both hands.
Okay.
If I could take a second one, better to be safe than sorry. The more light, the better, right?
Yep. So he gives Valeska a second torch.
Asha.
Asha, damn it, sorry.
That's okay.
I like to imagine it's just in character at this point.
Oh my god.
For a year.
Shove her ear.
Okay.
Like,
Valeska.
Like,
It's
I'm
Asha,
gonna-
you reptilian. Fuck.
She's
sorry, you all look the same
no,
to me.
no. She
all good.
would be more like, Ragavir, you flatter me far too much.
I'm gonna go ahead and get information, like stand next to the other so we can like walk presumably in a single line.
In a single line?
Maybe we
Well,
should
I
go
mean-
in a clump.
Yeah, we
Okay,
should do 3 and 3.
Well, let's go in a clump.
Okay, maybe we put
Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I'm
That
just,
was a mistake, so obviously she didn't.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't do that.
Rip.
Okay, maybe we put.
She's possessed.
Okay, and is Pip going by themselves first as a test? Is that what was happening?
Excuse me?
You do not have to do that. I thought that we were going to
Are we just gonna all go together?
lure them back into
Wait,
the room.
I guess we'll just all go together if that's okay.
Yeah, let's all go together. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
Well, I mean, if you think I'm brave enough. And he, like, kind of, like, wags his tail.
She leans over and places a hand on your shoulder and she gives you guidance and says, I know you're brave enough. You're fearless. And fate favors you.
Oh? He has guidance and bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did I gain bardic inspiration earlier?
Yes.
You're feeding his ego. But he's holding 2 torches up as high as he can hold them up.
Wouldn't he have lost Bardic Inspiration? Like, doesn't it only last 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's so sad.
You feel inspired, though.
I just need to make a tally of people not using my bardic inspiration. Don't make me tap the sign.
Okay, so do we start
Okay.
forward into the room?
Yeah.
Yep. I see no reason not to proceed.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey,
You
we
all
move as a
start.
unit.
You all start marching forward, and Valeska, you watch as each of them. You don't have to move your tokens, so I'm not going to sit here and move 6 dots back and forth.
Okay.
You start your approach, and as the light kind of floats into the room, you watch all of the maidens just sort of recall a little bit. Just start backing up slowly. Every step you take, they take 1 back.
I don't think it's working. We're just going to push them towards.
Well,
So-
perhaps.
Yes,
What's-
but we push them towards the door, but then if we keep going, they'll have to move out of the way of our light, right?
Or will they just disappear?
Yes,
I mean,
maybe
I
if we.
Hmm?
Maybe if we change up our formation so that instead of being in a clump, like where we sort of form a corner and we can force the spirits to move in a diagonal.
So, can you,
Idea.
so
I
with
think-
that,
Go ahead.
sorry, thank you. So with that, Alma's also gonna like suggest that if they all move kind of in a, can I draw? Like if we all start moving like in a clump this way, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
No.
and then like coming down here start separating into like a single file line, that should theoretically push them all in that direction, which is the door that they came from, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then we could all like, you know, crowd them into that corner basically, and then drop the torches and run.
I like her plan.
I
Well,
like it.
we could
I
keep
can-
the torches, right?
Maybe not all of the, but drop one of the extra.
Not all
Yeah.
the torches,
Near
but just
the,
like, you know, enough that like,
in the
they're gonna
arch.
stay in that.
I see.
Push them back into the arch, and then drop a torch in the arch.
Okay, who's going to drop the torch?
One of the people who has two.
She waves her second torch. Ragavir, do you mind if I drop one?
No.
Okay, I'll drop it.
I could drop one.
I'll
Just
attempt
one.
to-
I can drop my torch and then cast light.
I thought we were just dropping one and not three.
Well,
Or
I
should
think
we
we
drop
should just
three?
make sure that it's all like that they're all gonna go. So I think 3 would be a safer bet.
Okay.
Fine.
Yes.
Would you be able to hold light? The
Chest?
not the chest. The arch.
I could. I mean, I could try it. On the archway that we're inside right here.
After to prevent them from falling.
At this
I'm-
point, at the edge of the torchlight, Velasca, you can see them starting to pace a little bit, which they haven't been doing at all.
They seem to be growing restless. We should make it.
In that room, I can't cast any spells inside that room.
Okay.
I could
let us
cast.
just
I could
try.
cast the light here now. I could cast the light here now, and
No, my idea was to. Was
So the people
almost
who are
ideas to
carrying like,
block them off the archway.
this archway.
We pass through it in a single file,
Uh-huh.
and we push them back.
Okay, let's do it.
And then we
Ragavir
drop
just starts
light.
marching forward. Our indecision is costing us. Come on.
Okay,
Let's go.
I'm going and following the plan.
I will follow the plan as
Yeah.
well.
I follow
I
plan.
will. I
we're
will.
all on the same page about the plan, though, right? Like we all know what the plan
We're
is.
dropping 3
Almost.
torches.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
You have to
I'll
crowd them into the
cast
corner and then
light
drop.
on my staff before I step out, and then I'll step out.
Okay.
Cool.
You all start
Yeah.
marching forward, and Velasca, you watch them start to get not only restless, but notably agitated as they kind of sit along the edge of the light as you all move like single file in a line. And 6 of you, Velasca, you'll notice it as well, but 6 of you notice a hand just apparate, disembodied, as one of them reaches into the light, and you can watch the skin, like a normal human hand reaching into the light, just start smoldering and burning. And you can all, even in the silent room, just hear a scream echo in your ears as you'll recall the hand. But they're all marching, idling right around you.
Okay.
Okay, so have we successful? Are we? So we moved in that arch, and we're trying to herd them into a corner. Are we successful in that endeavor?
If you keep trying to rush me, you won't be.
Oh shit.
I got stuff I gotta do. Calm down. But you're all continuing your motion. You start arcing, making it towards the middle, and then the screaming gets louder. 1, 2, all 6 of them just howling, angry at all of you. And Valeska, I need you to make a wisdom save because you're hearing it louder than everyone else.
Oh.
So not one.
Yep.
Oh,
And you can, notably, everyone, I mean, Asha would be paying attention to you, she knows. But you can see Asha's eyes, or sorry, Valeska, you can see Valeska's eyes cloud over a little bit, and her ear starts bleeding a little bit, and the sounds and the howling just pierces into the back of your skull, and you can just feel it radiating, this cacophony of screams and echoing hate, just beckoning you to stop running away. And you can feel yourself stop, just dead center in the room. And you can see your vision kind of change. You stop seeing the room, you stop seeing the light and the shadow, and you start seeing this gray fog just emanating throughout the entirety of the room, The rest of you just notice Valeska just stop. Her eyes are completely glazed over. She's not moving whatsoever.
If she stops, I'm stopping.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
step
Pip
in.
stops.
We have to stay
Yeah,
together for this to work.
Yeah, I'll go up to Valeska and like try to shake her shoulder a little bit.
Okay. You shake her a little bit. Valeska, what you see is a disembodied hand, just decayed, mangled, just reach out and try and grab you.
Am I able to do anything?
You can move.
Okay, yeah, I'm like trying to push it away.
You,
Can I see? Like, what can I see?
you see just this gray fog, this whirring wind just wrapping around you. You see disembodied, decayed figures all looking at you. The handmaidens themselves look decayed and broken, death beyond death. Everyone around you just looks decrepit.
But they look like themselves, but dead?
A little bit. You can kind of see the resemblance in each of them. But you can hear the screaming and the loud howling, and you can hear it coming from what was your friends moments ago as well.
It's not.
I'm gonna.
But in the back of your head, you can just hear different voices, disembodied. But you can hear it in the back of your head going, "Hello? Hello?" And just echoing, like one voice multiplied multiple times.
Asha?
Is she frozen
Yes.
solid during this?
Yes.
Valeska, we're here.
He's like reaching out in the darkness trying
I'm
to
gonna
feel for
grab. I'm gonna
anything.
grab her hand.
You see one of the zombified hands just grab you.
She kind of like startles at that.
She's gonna say something in a very familiar language to Valeska, and she's gonna say in the familiar language, "It's me."
You hear that?
Nothing. Just the endless
Wait,
wails of winds. Go ahead, Cor.
I'm gonna. I cast message.
You're in the silent room, unfortunately. So
Fuck.
spell fails.
I'm going to say to the others.
We're in the
We
silent
need to
room.
care-
We're in the silent room.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna cast minor illusion and spell it out with it. We need to grab her and keep going, or she'll stay like this.
Okay.
Okay.
God. Yeah, well, Alma's currently holding the chest. I guess I'll, like, go behind Valeska, and I'll just try to heft her over my shoulder, I guess.
Okay. Another one of these decrepit figures comes and just tries to abduct you.
Valeska screams.
You,
But we don't.
grabs me?
But we don't hear anything.
Yeah, I know, but she's still screaming.
You just got your mouth open.
you can
Is
see the
Valeska-
expression on her face.
Yeah.
Did-
Are you fighting this or are you
Yeah.
just screaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll, like, be trying to restrain you. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you, but I am trying to make sure that you can't escape.
Ragamuffin is
God.
going to
Don't worry,
approach
I'm weak as
people,
fuck.
and he's going to start pantomiming, and he's going to point at Valeska and mouth something at y'all. I don't know how successful he is, and he's going to point at his back,
Oh.
and then he's going to put his torch in his mouth.
Oh.
Or like put it like so that he's holding it in his mouth. He's not like trying to extinguish it in his mouth. He's gonna put it in his mouth, and I'm going to use one of my wild shapes to turn into a riding horse.
Do I see just an evil horse?
You see it as a skeletal horse.
Oh my god. Can I like would I realize that this is my friend?
Probably not. And the sheer panic that you're experiencing, being suddenly
Okay.
thrust through the veil, it's not.
Fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
But at this
Turn
point,
into a fucking horse.
you do feel something else.
Ooh.
You
Oh.
feel warmth. I'll get to you.
Sorry.
You feel warmth kind of cover over your ears. Where everyone else who is trying to like abduct you and restrain you, it feels cold, haunting. It feels like death. This just feels calm, and the screaming just stops immediately.
For all of us or just her?
Just her. You guys can't hear screaming, or you can hear the maidens, but they're not to this extent.
And who just grabbed her? Strix?
No.
Yeah,
No, she's on Ragavir now, yeah?
Yeah, I would have taken her over to Ragavir, and like my concern is that if I just put her on the back of the horse, she's just gonna get off the horse. So I guess I'm trying to wrestle both of us onto Ragavir.
Okay.
I would like to note that my torch did not meld into my form, so this horse is holding a torch in its mouth.
Horse torch.
Horrifying.
Hell
George.
Okay.
But
Okay,
Valeska,
right.
you do feel the warmth over your ears, and
yeah. Can I see like what the source is?
you can turn if you want to. You're kind of being abducted at the moment.
I'm being manhandled.
So it's a little hard.
Okay. Do I see what it is?
Make a perception check, since everyone's reluctant to let you stand still.
Oh. Pretty good.
17. You do. It's you can see arms reaching down and just cupping over your ears, attached to a smoky figure. It's hard to get a whole lot of detail, but you do see amber-colored eyes and what looks to be some sort of depiction of horns, just floating in the air, just covering your ears so you don't have to listen.
Have I ever seen this creature before?
No.
What are you?
You can see his mouth moving, but there's no response. But as he starts to respond to you and starts to realize that you can't hear him at the moment, he'll just give you a smile and pat you on the side of the head. And you feel this calm wash over you, and you fade back out of whatever realm you were in. Back to everyone just kind of like manhandling you. And you notice who they are and who's touching you and who's grabbing you.
Oh fuck! I'm on a horse.
Yes, we are trying to get you out of here
Silent.
safely and
Oh fuck!
oh my god. I see her mouth move and
Yeah.
naturally
You
try
see
to
she,
respond.
She like looks down, like looks around, looks at everyone with this really confused expression on her face, but then like you see her kind of calm down a little bit.
The gallant that's in your like makeshift swing is like trying to nip at everybody really violently.
I hold it close to my chest.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
what
cast
I-
minor. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, but I noticed that she's calmed down and confused. I'll put her down.
I thought I was still on the horse, and you're just like wrangling me. That's what I was imagining.
Yeah.
At this point, Alma's gonna like start like gesturing, like we have to go. Let's go. Let's leave right now. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
Nod.
just so Valeska. It's Valeska that was going through this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast minor illusion and spell out Ragavir and an arrow pointing to the horse.
Valeska's still kind of recovering emotionally from that, so you just get like a shaky smile, a thumbs up.
I thumbs up with both my hand, and I make a minor illusion green thumbs up.
I do a purple mind.
For the sake of
Right,
brevity,
and she-
you guys can continue to move the maidens with the fire. They can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can't
Yeah, let's
contest the
go.
light, but you can make your way down the hall and out of the tomb.
Okay, we do so.
Oh, sh-
Can I shut the stone door behind us, please?
You can,
As well.
and then you can proceed to watch Ragavir struggle up the staircase as always.
Oh my god.
At this point, Ragavir, he drops. He kind of like starts to like shrug Valeska off because he's not gonna do stairs. He's not gonna do stairs as a horse.
No, 6 in. At least go like halfway.
I wanted to turn into a piggyback ride.
And he turns back into his natural form and takes the torch out of his mouth and just begins spitting like bits of wood out of his mouth.
Pip starts copying him for no reason.
Asha runs over to Valeska and starts like wiping the blood off of her ears, and she's like, "Are you alright? Your ears were bleeding again. What happened to you?"
I wish it's alright. Whatever was in there, we are very lucky to not have to deal with them. I couldn't see anyone. You all looked like you were dead forever. Ragavir turned into a horse.
Yes, he did turn into a horse.
I know that part. It was something happened. In the middle of it, there was...
You're cutting out, sorry.
Oh shit. In the middle of it all, something came out and helped. It was like the screaming from shadows stopped.
What was?
I have no idea.
Well,
Yeah.
what did it look like? Was it familiar at all?
Not to my knowledge, no. It was like a little devilly looking creature, yeah?
Tiefling horns.
Yeah. It looked more like a tiefling than a
Okay,
devil.
it was like humanoid.
Yes.
Okay. Well, have you ever seen a tiefling or know what they look like?
I've seen a tiefling.
You have.
Oh yeah.
You have.
That is surprising.
I thought you just lived in the sand. Was there a tiefling in the sand?
No, that'd be silly. It was only me in the sand.
Well, when did you say a
Where?
tiefling?
Tieflings are pretty.
When did you see this tiefling? What did they look like?
He kind of like taps his chin a bit. It's like, I don't really know. I just remember I've seen one.
But if you've seen it, then you must remember what it looks like.
Boys.
It might just be like one of those, like, you know how you sometimes have like vague memories where you kind of remember doing something, but you don't really remember like the details? Is it something like that?
Oh, yeah. I remember horns and everything.
I remember going to this one like festival when I was younger, but I don't really remember like anything of what happened, but it could also be because I was blackout drunk. So he just kind of shrugs.
So you don't remember anything else about this tiefling, though?
He kind of just like rapidly shakes his head, but then he says, "But we did it!" And then he does a cartwheel.
Can I inside check him?
Sure.
I find it strange.
It's Pip. Your good buddy Pip. Why would he lie to you?
I
Seems
have no
straightforward.
idea. Why does anybody lie to anybody?
So at this point, are we out of the temple?
Yeah, you guys are in the deserts.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Is anybody thirsty?
We weren't in there for like super. Oh, actually, yes. I think my water skin's almost empty. Maybe we could stop for water for like a quick minute, and then like head back to the city.
She pulls out the dagger and like twirls it around her fingers and stabs it down into the ground, kind of dramatically. I mean,
And
can you
then there
blame
was
me?
Wawa.
I can't. Hydration is good for the skin.
Yeah. And she just like quickly jumps down and starts filling her water skin.
Pip's doing cartwheels in
Yeah.
the sand.
I'll refill my water skin as well.
Same.
So what is his name going?
You know, when I was spending my time petrified in fear, I did not get the chance to think about
Oh, yes. Understandable. Maybe he's thirsty?
it. Maybe. Are you thirsty? And she like kind of takes him out of the baby Bjorn and puts him down on the ground near the water to see if he'll drink.
He ignores the water and just takes a dust bath.
Aww.
God, Pip's gonna go right next to them and start taking a dust bath too.
It gives a strange
Don't
hiss.
talk to me or my son ever again.
Yeah, I'm ready to grab Pip because I saw how this thing reacted to me, so I don't know how it'll react to Pip suddenly being in its presence.
It hisses and like scoots away.
Pip also hisses.
No,
Let-
we are not doing that.
Don't.
Oh,
You
make
are
an
going to
intimidation
go
check, Pip.
Fuck you, screw!
Oh my God.
Yeah, Strix will begin saying, don't antagonize.
Oh, I got an
the-
8. That's so
the-
sad.
It's not afraid of you. It's going in.
Oh my God.
What's your AC?
No. Hold on.
I think it's 15. Yeah, it's 15.
It hits you.
Oh no.
All right, I'm using my thing. Hold on.
What's your thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I said that I was ready to grab Pip. Can I just do that?
Sure, you can grab Pip as it bites down and kind of like holds on.
Okay.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, I don't?
No, it's technically already charmed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll sort of gently, as to not do any damage, kind of bap it on the head with my staff to try to get it to let go of Pip.
Oh, let me remind you. Pip, you take 5 points of piercing damage as its teeth kind of like sink into your shin, and then it's gonna stop.
I grab it.
Okay.
I grab it away.
It reaches out with its little grubby rodent hands and just kind of like grabby hands, still ready for a fight. But when you hold it, it will let go. It'll
No,
stop.
no, no. We are not doing that. We are not biting my.
You should name it
We're going-
Fucker.
You should maybe not make faces at it. I think
It
that's
made a face at me first.
Pip, who is the baby here? This thing or you?
You know what you should.
He like sighs and he like balls up his fist and he's like, them.
I am sorry that I did not intend for that to happen. But this thing is an animal, and we need to be careful how we socialize it.
Doing a bath with it. And then he like crosses his arms and looks away.
I know. I wish I had a name for you. These are your friends, okay? And she like, just kind of like takes the little thing and like scans the group with it, like so making sure she gets to see everyone.
I imagine her holding it up like it's the Lion King.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what she's doing.
If you've ever seen, like, if you've ever you've held your cat. When you hold your cat just under like the under the two front
Under
legs,
the armpits. Yeah.
to both of its like little rodent arms are just like completely outstretched along with its legs, like it's ready to fall. But it looks. You get a vague idea that it somewhat understands.
And these are your friends, okay? And that means that you bite them. I will tell you who to bite.
It doesn't talk.
I know. She's just talking to it. She holds it up to her face and like says, "Nod if you understand." And she does a little nod.
It does its little dog head turn.
That is good enough. And she puts it in the shawl again.
It curls up, but on its back like a hedgehog floating in water.
Oh my god. I
Oh
love
my god.
so fucking
I
round.
love it. It would kill me, but I love it.
Everybody good on water now?
I am good.
Asha like pulls back the knife out of the ground after everyone says that they're good.
Shall we continue?
Yes. What time of day is it?
Right now it would be about 11 in the morning or so. Actually, because you long rested 6 hours. Yeah, it'd be about 11 in the morning.
Okay.
Early morning.
Yeah, so. Oh, what? We should get headed back to the city as soon as possible.
Agreed.
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna look around and see if there's any animals or people in the area.
Sure. Make a perception check. 15. You see that one little bastard hawk kind of like looking at you from the top of the rocks. But that's about it. Looking at Ragavir specifically. Just giving him the eye. Like, summon it again, you little bitch. Do it.
Smart hawk. That's a smart hawk.
Hawks do be smart. Alright. Let's head back to town.
Sure. Do we want to go back the same exact path, or do you guys want to venture a little bit and have other encounters rolled? 'Cause if you go back the same path, I only have to roll percentiles on my end.
I think we should just go back the same path.
Yeah, I'd say same
that's
path.
That's what I would say as well.
Weaklings. Okay, you start venturing back the way you came, heading eastward.
Alma spends the entire time thinking about that stone sword that's somewhere in the middle of the desert
Calling for us.
that she really, really wants.
Already pretty weighed down though.
Yeah, you guys are about at capacity as a group. Okay. Okay. Marching through the desert, it's fairly hot, but it's not unbearable. The sand itself is like uncomfortable, but Pip, you're like having a field day. You're like, oh yes, this is what I've been born for.
Yes, he's like frolicking.
You travel for the better part of about 9 hours as the plane of fire begins to settle and the light itself just starts to fade. The sand turns into like a soft orange glow. You arrive back at where the dragon had been slain. And from a distance, as the light's starting to go, a couple of you can notice sounds coming from where you left the corpse.
Kind of sounds.
Make a perception check.
No. Hey, there we go.
You hear like a soft vibration. You're probably about 500 feet or so away from the corpse, and you can just barely make it out, but you can just hear... Let me make sure I can actually do the noise. I can't. So you can just hear buzzing. Very, very soft hum, just a straight hum and buzzing.
Like an insect's buzzing?
Similar. But from this distance, it's a little strange.
Ragavir, are you alright?
There's a buzzing coming from the dragon body.
Perhaps we should steer clear then.
What I was thinking. may want to avoid another fight. We don't know what this is. It's not undead.
Was he
This-
like a
I'd
bee
rather not deal with it.
or a fly? Probably like flies or maggots. I mean, there's a lot of dead flesh over there.
I think it would be better to be safe than sorry in these circumstances. We're carrying a lot of stuff. We don't want that to get damaged.
And I kind of just want to go sell all of this, to be honest, and get more money.
Yep.
Agreed. I did not really feel like lugging this around.
Okay, so how long do you guys want to travel? Because it is approaching nighttime.
We should get a little distance away from this carcass and the buzzing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So you continue onward, just making a wide arc around it. No issues, but night does fall. Travel for another hour.
Are we able to make our camp at that same high ground that we had before?
That's like 20 feet
That was
away from
near
the
the-
dragon.
Oh, that was
Gorgeous.
past. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Just kidding.
You can if you want to. Yeah, let's go do it.
No. I refuse.
Yeah, you guys travel for an hour. You want to keep going? Stop.
I think we should probably stop. for the night.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to be
Agreed.
exhausted tomorrow.
Sleepy is for me.
Do we see anywhere that looks like is it just sand for miles, or is there anywhere where there's
You can hunker
Like-
down in like the base of a dune, but you're not really looking at anything that can be used as quote unquote cover.
okay, and no no nice like high ground areas like we had before?
Well, unless you want to be on top of a dune.
I don't know anything about dunes, but maybe not a good idea.
Yeah.
So,
I
is
suggest
Gare okay?
Sure. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'd suggest bunkering down at the base of a dune.
Yeah.
So that's
Same.
fun.
It would limit our visibility, but it'll limit the chance of us being seen.
Sounds good. Hey, not being seen is a good idea.
Sure. You guys take time, you set up camp. Pitch whatever you'd like to pitch. Who wants to split up watches?
I can take the first watch, or the
I'm-
last.
I'll take the first watch. I'll cast Good Berry beforehand, so we have good berries for the morning.
Berry
Oh.
of good.
I popped the good berries.
I can take the last watch then.
I can take a big watch if you want. I only need to meditate for like 4 hours.
I can do the first 4 hours, Cora.
Okay, and then I'll do the second, and we can have multiple people on some watches.
Yeah, I'll take the second 2-hour period of watch.
Pip kind of just yawns, says, "Put me wherever."
Okay.
I can go
just
last.
the
I do not know if it's left.
And
Yeah.
during his shift, Ragavir is going to burn his two remaining wild shapes, so that he has an owl familiar assisting him with perception at all times.
Ooh.
For an hour.
Well, it lasts for an hour, but he's got 2 wild shapes left, so he does it once, it ends, and then he does it again.
Okay. Whoever's on first watch, go ahead and take your perception check.
Oh.
Ragavir,
Oh no.
Your owl does notice a bit off in the distance, silhouetted against the night, so you can't really make out any details, but you can see something that looks vaguely humanoid, although a little bit taller. Just kind of shambling, and then just drops face first into the sand. Maybe 200 feet away to the south.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Bree
Alma.
or Cora, Alma. Jesus, who the fuck is with me?
Okay, I don't feel as bad anymore.
It's definitely in character at this point.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's literally
the
just.
same to you.
She's
not even
no,
human.
sorry, I got distracted by work texts while we were working out shifts.
Mhm.
You got
So-
work text in the game.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's bluff.
But he's gonna turn to Alma and there's a person-shaped figure, a little tall, dropped face first down, about 200 feet south.
Like a dead body, or just like a mannequin thing?
Like a human-shaped thing. Don't know, can't make out any details. I'm going to venture a bit further south, just 100 feet, cover the distance, so that I'm halfway between us, and I'm going to send my familiar buddy here to get a better look. Okay?
Do you want me to come with you?
No, you should stay here with the others so that, they're not unsupervised while they're sleeping.
Okay, sounds good.
But I'm only 100 feet away, and I can get to you hella fast if I need to.
Sounds good.
And he is going to cast Long Strider on himself to increase his movement speed by 10 feet for the next hour.
Okay.
And then he's going to go and approach the figure, and once he's within 100 feet of it, he's going to send his owl forward and peer through his owl's eyes to get a closer look.
Okay. Do you have advantage on your echoing, Momo?
Yes, owls have
With sight or hearing?
both.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead and make your perception checks.
okay, so I'm just gonna roll 2d20. Ew, boo, hiss. +3. So that's a total of 12.
In the sand, you do see a definitely larger than a humanoid shape, a bit smaller than a Goliath, but on a similar scale.
So about my size?
How tall is Ragavir?
Ragavir's 6'7".
Taller than you.
Okay.
But you do see whatever it is covered in what looks like thick plating, and then some vague shapes on its back, as well as a very strange shape for a head, like on the head. Not entirely sure what you're looking at.
You said some what shapes on the back? I got some interference there.
Strange
Shapes on the back? Okay.
Completely motionless.
Okay, so Ragavir is going to actually approach now. Himself.
Okay.
And he's gonna get within, not within arm's reach of the creature, but he is gonna, extend his staff forward and poke it with his staff.
Okay. At about 15 feet, you have dark vision, right?
I do not.
Okay. Are you gonna light yourself at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to put my owl on my shoulder and peer through my owl's eyes, I guess.
Okay. At about 15 feet, you notice the plating on it isn't armor. The shape on its head, not a helmet of any kind. It's just its body. It seems like some form of insectoid. And you can see the things on its back are actually wings.
Hey. Huh. He's gonna approach it. Because it's like humanoid shaped, like it's got 2 arms and 2 legs, right?
Yes, and you can, at this point, you're echoing Momo. You can see the soft rise and fall of its chest, though very spaced out.
He's going to step forward and say, hello?
At the sound of your voice, it's going to make a jerking motion, like it's going to try and shoot up into some form of stance, but only gets about halfway before it just... And you can see some viscous fluid just fall out of its mouth into the sand. But it just glares at you and holds out in its right arm, holding some kind of like long stick to keep you at a distance.
Okay, so at this point, you know, he's gonna just taking a deep breath and exhale into his hands and gesture out, and gonna, you see that familiar spray of color of colors of the paint with all the colors of the wind. It's gonna swirl around him, and I'm gonna use one of my charges to ball him on the summer court.
Okay. How much are you going in for?
Only 1d6, so
3
that's
total?
2 total, and he gets 1 temporary hit point.
Okay. You can see the figure kind of... The tenseness fades a little. Not a lot, but it kind of looks around, checks over itself. You can see it kind of... And at this point, looking through the owl, you can see it's got like long... It looks very similar to like a praying mantis. Very heavily armored, but has arms that kind of extend in a hand that has 3 fingers, 3 appendages to hold whatever kind of staff, scythe, pole arm it's holding. But when the air washes over it, it hisses a little bit, and then stops for a second and kind of licks
It's a very soothing sensation when it washes over it. Kind of just like, you know, whatever kind of temperature sensation they need to feel comfortable at that moment, whether it's hot or cold or whatever, like they just feel soothed.
You can see it kind of like lick its mandibles a little bit and kind of clean its eyes with its face appendages. Just looks at you, but steadily just sort of moves away slowly.
Do you need help?
See its head just turn, cock at a really uncomfortable angle, similar to how your owl can.
He's going to take one of his good berries. His magic. It will help, and he kind of like extends his arm like far away from his body and kind of scoots towards him.
You reach out your arm, and you can see its wings just kind of flail out really fast, and it flaps really hard and moves back about 10 feet extremely quickly. But stops again and collapses down onto its knee, but continues moving away from you.
All right. So he's just going to use Druidcraft, and he's going to just whisper into his staff, and a broad leaf is going to sprout from the tip of the staff, and he's just going to snap it off and he's gonna set it on the ground, and he's going to set the good berry on the leaf. He says, "That's for you. It'll feed you for one day, and make you a little bit healthier."
Kind of like clicks its mandibles together. You can gather from this point it has no fucking idea what you're saying.
Ah, fuck. I'm gonna try Draconic, I guess, and say the same thing.
It comes out, it's very same reaction. Just looks at you with its very big eyes that are taking in a lot more than you.
Gonna try like sketching messages onto the ground in like Druidic or something. Like, I don't know.
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. I'm just gonna see, like, pantomime eating the berry and then set it down on the thing and put my hands up and just, like, back away while facing it. And once I'm gonna say, like, a good, like, 50 feet away, I'm gonna turn my back on it, but have my owl buddy looking over my shoulder at it and start making my way back towards camp.
Okay. You make it back to Alma.
What do I see him do? Or what? Well, shit. No, I'm not looking through my familiar. Never mind. So he just arrives back in camp. He says, some weird bug thing. It was hurt. I think it was at the dragon carcass.
I do have a token for this. I have visual, but on the off chance that it's bad for Momo, Court, can you look at it first?
What? Oh. Hold on.
Yeah, just send it to court.
I don't think it will be, but I'm gonna plop it on the battle map. Just don't look at your screen, Momo.
Oh, okay. I'll look at the battle map.
I sounds like a man.
I'll zoom the fuck in. I think it's okay. It looks more like a moth. It has multiple eyes. It's pretty fuzzy to see. I think it's. Is it okay? Look like a bitch. No, it's fine.
All good?
Yeah.
Said that.
Yeah. He's down here.
I'm just.
It's shaped like a friend.
No, that's Ragavir.
That is Ragavir. And everything is shaped like a friend of court.
Hey.
Okay, you return to Alma.
Yep. And I tell her, it's just like, oh, it was some bug man. Or bug lady. Bug person. I think it was at the dragon carcass. It was hurt.
It was at the dragon carcass?
I said I think. It was at the dragon carcass. Probably best we avoided it.
Did it do anything?
Nope. Didn't speak any language I did though, so I healed it up a little bit. Tried to give it a good berry, but it was spooked, so...
It left?
No. I just, made a little leaf for him and set the good berry on a leaf and told him to help himself. And
So
then
he's
I walked
still
away.
over there? Like 200
Yeah.
feet away?
I assume so.
Is he... Okay. He's not gonna attack us, though?
No way. No way in hell. He was scared of me.
Alright, lit. So, I guess just, like, leave him alone then, since he's not gonna hurt us. Or she.
Yep, that's the plan.
Cool. I'll update whoever comes after you that there's a thing over there.
Okay.
Great.
Second watch.
Okay, I believe that's me.
Do I have to do another one?
I mean, if you're going for your 4 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Or I meant, like, do I have to do another perception check? Sorry.
Nah.
Okay.
I like your 5. Oh, the most perceptive of friends.
I've been rolling like so badly tonight. Don't think I've rolled above a 10.
The only thing you hear is like a strange clicking noise that kind of like echoes a little bit.
I am assuming I have been informed of the bug creature.
Yes, that's like the first thing I would do when you wake up.
Make some sort of like history check to see if I've ever heard of something like that.
Sure, you can roll history.
Oh, so now I roll a nat 20.
Fucking bitch. There's one thing that you recall in some of your studies in your perusing of information of the Olden world and trying to figure out solutions for your own dilemmas. You do recall a book on some of the lesser known races. And there was one known as Ixalis, which was a kind of insectoid race that existed in the southern parts of Old Kalium. They were very reclusive and generally unaccepting of... They were very xenophobic and also extremely hard to communicate with because they're... while they're civilized, their brains are fucking tiny.
Okay, well, I'll be keeping a watch out, see if that clicking noise ever gets louder or sounds more distant. But other than that, I won't approach it or anything like that.
Okay. Third watch. Unless you two had anything you wanted to say to one another.
No.
Third watch.
I don't know who was third watch, but if you guys need Pip, then he can do third watch. Yeah.
I'm last watch.
I think it's Cora and Pip.
Okay, lit. I have bad memory.
Are you alive, Bree?
Alma will like pass on the information about the bug thing that Ragavir saw.
I've muted this whole time.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I usually mute the actual microphone, not on Discord, so I just didn't pay attention. I have third watch.
Okay, well I rolled perception.
Well, we can both take it.
Yeah.
I think I'm rolling my perception. Oh.
You're still DMing me, just so you're aware.
Oh, whoops.
I was about to say, am I lagging? I didn't see anything.
Pip, about halfway through your watch, you hear, like, the clicking just start getting a little bit louder.
Okay, Pip's gonna, like, can he try and stealthily, like, move through the sand?
Sure, you can roll a stealth check and do stuff. Yeah, won it. You feel stealthy.
Okay, I'm slowly moving through the sand, and I'm like trying to go towards where I hear the clicking getting closer.
Okay. You quietly approach, and you can tell at this point that it's coming towards you as well. Not directly at you, but getting closer.
Oh, is there anything can I like tell if it's like if it's expressing like any type of emotion, I guess, or like if it looks angry or something, or
you can make an insight check, but it's kind of difficult to get the emotions of a bug.
Yeah, I figured. Oh, hot. I rolled in a 20. So
It doesn't seem particularly hostile, but it is holding a weapon and approaching your sleeping party members.
okay. And what's my distance from it right now? I don't want to like pop up right in front of it.
I'm like 60 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna pop up in there.
You see it immediately like battle stance, like pole arm towards you, and just start clicking a lot.
Can I try and copy it?
Okay. you click back aggressively?
No, like I'm trying to like, since I don't know bug language, I'm trying to like click too, but I'm trying to be like, I guess quiet and like almost shy-like about it. And I'm like wagging my tail.
You hurt its feelings.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding. It has
No.
almost no reaction to you whatsoever.
Oh, okay, cool. I was
Just
like,
starts,
wait,
like-
I hurt his feelings?
It just starts taking like a wide circle around you, like keeping you at an equidistant spot but moving around you.
I'm gonna draw a smiley face in the sand.
There's no fucking idea what that is.
Huh.
It's
I'm
about-
gonna like kind of like tilt my head at it.
It doesn't know how to deal with you.
Nobody knows how to deal with Pip.
Yeah, okay. It's just gonna keep going around you.
Okay, I'm just gonna go on back to Cora.
It's like at pace with you at this point because of how much time it's spent going around you. You're kind of like approaching at the same time, just at very different angles.
And I start.
At this
as
point,
I'm, like,
Cora,
on
you
back-
see the big insect and Pip coming towards you.
I'm gonna like pop up and be just kind of have a little like have my hand by my pouch and like just watch it and try and discern if it like why the fuck it's coming towards us, and I'm gonna shake Ragavir awake.
It's coming. The bug is coming. He's like saying.
The bug is coming the bug is coming towards us. I thought you said it wouldn't hurt us.
Everyone wakes up at this point.
What
I'm
do
just
we
gonna
do?
stand up and walk towards
What are you talking about?
Bug!
Is it just the single
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, it's just one. And you can see it's got like a gnarly wound going like from its right shoulder like straight down to its right hip. Like whatever tore into it did a pretty good job of it.
Oh no, I don't know what the bug wants. It started to get closer, and I don't know.
Is there a reason why both of you are screaming so loud?
'Cause it's literally outside.
I shake her and I look and I point towards the bug.
Okay, but we do. I don't know why you don't need to sleep, but we humans do need.
There's a bug thing coming towards us. I figured you'd want to be awake for it.
Can I squint at the bug? Can I vibe check this bug?
You squint at him.
Vibe check the bug.
It looks like you said. It looks like it's like hurt, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it needs help, but and is damaged. I mean, do you think it's gonna eat us or something?
Oh no, I saw it coming towards us. I'm supposed to keep watch. Am I not supposed to wake everyone up when a giant bug is coming towards us for some reason?
I think you made the right call. I do recognize this creature. It's called an Ixilus. They are found in the southern part of Callium. They're very difficult to communicate with.
While Strix is monologuing, it just walks right up to Ragavir.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
hello, friend.
I'm gonna take
It's
a
got like a
I'm
foot
gonna
and a half
grab.
on you.
What was that?
It's got like a foot and a half on you.
I'm gonna grab Alma by the arm, like with both of my arms like wrapping around her arm, and I'm just gonna be like, Alma, get back! And I'm gonna drag her backwards with me a little bit, like a couple feet.
Kind of like
I'm
clicks at you in front of your face.
Asha's
Okay.
gonna walk over to Ragavir as sees that like her friend seems to kind of be chill with this thing, and she's gonna like sleepily look to Ragavir. Ragavir, is this one of your friends? I know you like nature.
Do you know
is
how
it there-
confusing that's gonna be when Valeska moves up to him, but Ash is talking?
Thanks. So he's gonna say like, I helped it earlier. That wound still looks pretty bad though,
You
and
see its
he's gonna
nostrils kind of flare in front of you.
I'm gonna use my second balm of the summer court on it.
You see its wings flutter and its mandibles just kind of.
So it gains another 3 hit points.
It's almost ready to take you guys on now.
Can any of you understand him?
So this creature is not hostile then, I'm guessing. I mean, it's not attacking us.
It reaches out one of its 3-fingered hands and just puts it right on Ragavir's shoulder.
Oh!
And then forcefully just spins you super hard.
What?
And starts sniffing you.
Okay.
And it's going for whatever pouch the good berries are in.
Oh god damn it. Okay, I give him the good berries.
All of them?
I give him all of the good berries.
You see,
The
you just get the
berries!
happiest of happy clicks. And just eats all of them.
He's friend-shaped, so he gains 9 hit points.
He is going to be very uncomfortable. Aren't those supposed
Right?
to last for the whole day?
Yeah.
They
It's gonna be
are.
a fat fucking bug.
I'm very glad I have at least one ration on me.
He looks at the faux baby strap and the thing holding inside of it, and you see it just lick its mandibles.
Not a snack. And she like steps back.
Looks at Pip and does the same thing.
Also not a snack.
Yeah, he moves behind Valeska.
You're able to communicate this, so just heal, and then it's gonna go on its way.
I don't know. I'm just gonna. Oh fuck. What do I do, you guys?
I
This
don't
is
know, but I
just
got woken from my sleep, so
Are you not able to talk to animals? I mean,
Not right now, no.
oh,
You see it kind of like realizing you don't have anything more. He's just gonna start going up to each person because he can smell his good berries on everybody.
No, I didn't distribute good berries.
Do some people maybe still have some left?
I deleted mine.
No. It's been over 24 hours, so they would have faded.
Oh, he throws you.
I mean, I probably still smell like that shampoo, right?
You see him tilt his head back, like straight up, and you hear like this soft gargling noise.
What is it doing?
It lowers its head back down and looks at you.
I really didn't think I'd be interacting with a District 9 creature this late in the evening, but, you know.
don't
That's
you
life,
mean
I guess.
early in the morning?
Okay. He's gonna get the 3 of you. But this soft like vapor comes out of its mouth and it just breathes and kind of like doesn't spit it, but it's kind of the same motion, just outwards. It's like this soft purplish
Okay.
smells super bad.
Great.
Okay.
It tilts its head.
I believe we've just been covered in pheromones.
Pheromones or just burp?
Good
I
Is he
think
is he walking away?
I think it just marked us as friends. Can I insight check what the fuck it just did to us?
Marcus and
No, no, you can't. And he takes off, jumps,
What the fuck?
flaps his wings, and takes off south.
Well, now I'm tired and I need a fucking shower.
Okay, so just for my own
I'm
sake,
sorry, you guys. I won't feed wild animals anymore.
the 4 of you can mark that you are marked in some
It
form.
is okay. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
fuck.
I'm not one to talk.
We
Yeah.
should still get a long rest since we didn't have combat.
What is that thing, and why don't want to eat me?
I don't know, but whatever it was, I hope we don't see it again.
Creatures like that are carnivorous, and you are small.
He like looks down at himself and he's like, "I'm not that. Yeah, I
Wait.
guess, but
Strix, do you know why he like did that vapor thingy? You seem to know what it was.
I cannot say for certain, but given my knowledge of how bugs function, my best guess would be that it is pheromones, sort of like scent markers.
Okay.
The bugs, the insectoid smells it, and it gains some sort of information.
I
Okay.
really hope it did just not mark us as a source of.
Well, I
That's
mean,
Yes,
that's
that-
what my concern is. Marked us
That
as a source of
would
food.
have repercussions.
if they wanted to mark you for food, wouldn't they have done it to me and that gerbil thing?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, our little friend is still on my body, so I think he got caught in this fire as well.
Well, he would have marked everyone if it was for food.
What if it's like a, he kind of like, look like his eyes bat around a bit and he's like, what if it's for like love?
What if he
Love.
just mark me, and he just got the other two as splash?
Yes, I did not give him any.
Yes, I think we were just in that cross. I agree.
Yes, I would agree.
See, I'm a friend. I
You
made
are
a
a
friend.
friend.
You are very much.
All 4 of you explode.
I do not know
I
if
play a bug
the
now.
Alexis make friends outside of their own species. I do not know if they make friends within their species, but that interaction was peaceful enough.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's probably fine, and even if it's not fine, there's nothing we can really do about it now.
Fair
Maybe
point.
marking us
Take a
as
bath.
friendly. I mean,
Yes,
you did heal it, after all.
Yes, Asha, if you could use the dagger, I would appreciate being able to at least wash my hair.
She like pulls out the dagger, twirls it around, and stabs it in the ground.
Yeah, like, I won't go in, but I'll sort of cup it up and just sort of pour it over myself.
Yeah, do the same thing.
Yeah, she tries
So I
to
don't
clean
fucking
up too.
smell bad.
Make sure you don't get bun wet.
Oh no, I would not get him wet.
Dense fur is a bad time.
Him take dust bath.
You guys wash up. No harm, no foul.
And then we, I guess, move towards, like, going to the city.
Yeah, for the sake of ease, we can wrap up the last rest. Nothing's gonna happen.
Okay.
Unless
Wait, do I
anyone-
roll a constitution thingy for my strength thingy?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's a saving throw, right?
Yep, you can regain 1 additional point of strength.
Hot.
Right, just walking straight to Kalia.
Yep.
Yep.
For the sake of ease, you guys walk for the better part of about 8 or so hours, getting up at about 8 in the morning, and you arrive in Kaliam roughly 4 p.m., early afternoon.
Nice.
You can see the gates. The lovely sandstone gates.
Okay.
And I can...
And then we just go into the city?
It's up to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
We have to go to the place the
We have-
racist elf lady was. Or I guess she wasn't an elf, but the racist.
Didn't the guy say we were supposed to go to, like, his place?
Yes, but
Oh,
we also
yeah.
have dragons. I mean, we have more than one thing to turn in.
We should
Yeah,
take
I
an
mean,
inventory of what we would like to actually keep.
Why are you so large?
I think we should go drop off the urns first, just because they're the biggest and heaviest. So Alma doesn't have to keep carrying like that big chest around, you know?
Yep.
I did not get the chance to identify that scepter.
Oh, well, do you want to stop and identify it really quick?
Yes, I think that is a good idea. Even if we do not want, we should at least know what it's worth.
Okay.
Gonna, I guess we'll go, if you want to go back to the tavern and do it in our room, because people don't really want to go custom spells.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. Your room isn't permanent, so you would have to pay for it.
Room. You got another one.
Okay. Do you just want to go to the same place?
Yeah, because we have to pick up Grigory from there.
Yes.
Anyway.
Grigori.
Grigori.
Sandy Hills?
Yeah,
I think so.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There you go, memory.
Yeah, I'll take a proper shower if I can.
There's no
Yeah.
I
showers.
don't want to go to the nobles area and just smell like bug.
Oh, the sun
Yeah.
faded pretty quick.
Oh.
But yeah, you guys can make your way into the city. You're gonna catch some looks carrying the things you're carrying. Alma with a big ass fucking chest, and Valeska with a thing.
She's holding her thing very protectively.
It looks
Making
extremely
sure, also kind
claustrophobic.
of low-key making sure it doesn't bite anyone as she walks by.
It's getting noticeably anxious
Okay.
when the surrounding of many people. But you guys can enter the city through the gates. The guards just nod. You can make your way into the Bourdain district. Are we grabbing Grigory first?
Yes, let's grab. I
miss him too. Shall we introduce them?
Yes, that's a good idea. We should introduce.
You walk up to the stable, and where you let him, and one of the younger boys, the stable hand, kind of, not to be rude, but you only paid for a day, and you've been gone for a few.
Well, we'll cover the rest and a little extra on top.
That would be appreciated. Your total, I believe, would be 4 silver.
He takes out and hands him 5 silver.
He takes 1 silver off the top and puts it in his pocket. You see him turn, go inside. Some idle chit chat with whoever runs it, comes back out. He's all yours. You can walk over to wherever the stable is that Grigory is kept in, and he gets all excited, gives you some clippy claps, and then notices Valeska carrying another animal and immediately just stops.
Grigory, this is your newest friend, Bon Bon. Would you like to say hello?
He gives you the most heartbreaking stare that a donkey
Don't
can muster.
look at me like.
Asha wraps her arms around Grigory's neck and start petting him. Oh, Grigory, it's okay. You'll always be my number one. Don't worry about it.
He gives many wee snows in a sad tone.
Oscar looks offended.
But you manage to reclaim your donkey, though he reluctantly marches next to Valeska. Sticks closer to Asha.
I never knew you were so fickle, Grigory.
By the way, having learned from, like, last time, Cora is going to, like, pull her cloak, like, around her. So, like, covering up, like, her component pouch and, like, her, like, coin purse and such.
Good
Kind of like... Huh?
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be keeping a close eye on my possessions as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll because I can't carry it in my cape anymore, I'll carry the urn that I was carrying, like, in my arms.
Okay. Yeah, again,
Kip's
you
got
guys
his
are...
hands in his pockets so that, you know,
Jingle, jingle.
he can feel. Yeah, he can feel if someone reaches his hand in there.
You guys catch a lot of looks as you make your way towards the sandy hills. Assuming you're entering.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
I have a place. Yeah.
you've all returned. It's been quite a few days. See the man behind the counter, stroking his goatee.
Well, as you can see, we were very busy.
Hey, what's up here,
Lots of
so?
work to do. Maybe have a room. Actually, make that 2.
2 rooms for the lot of you. Comfy.
I mean, we had last time, right? To like the. Did we
I
have
think we
3?
did 3 last time.
Oh, 3 rooms.
Yeah, that's
Are
what I'm
you-
remembering as well.
Will you be paying up front?
I was thinking we could maybe do a performance.
Business has been going pretty well. I'm not quite sure I need it today.
It could be better.
Could be. Not necessarily worth the trade-off at the moment, though.
Can I do like a persuasion check?
You can
By negging his
try.
business. funny.
3 rooms. We perform for, let's say, an hour in 2.
Wonderful.
Very well. Enjoy your stay.
Go, y'all.
Grigory kind of like clops into the establishment. No. No.
I can wait out here with Grigor. I feel so bad.
3 rooms for you 7, and that... do I want a rodent living in my house? My place of
This is
business.
not a rodent.
It looks like a rodent to me. It is
Well, then
small,
you
furry,
must-
beady-eyed.
You must not have a very discerning eye. This is a luxury animal. And she gives it a pet.
It poops a little.
Oh my god!
What did he say?
It poops a little.
He poops a little. How does it poop? It hasn't eaten anything.
That is false. It has actually eaten something.
Actually, it's called a gallant. It's not a rodent. They're, like, super magical and special, apparently.
He's looking at the pellet on the floor.
Oh,
If I see it unsupervised, we're going to have words.
Oh, okay.
Do we have a like or something we can put? I guess tie Grigor. So he's.
Can you have a word? I have no idea what you said.
Does this place have a like situation like a table or something we can I guess put Gregory in, or I can just wait outside?
You're probably gonna have to wait outside.
I will wait outside with Gregory.
It's more of a bar and tavern. You wait outside with Gregory. And the rest of you can accompany Valeska if you so wish.
Hmm? Okay, great. I will come, of course.
Yeah, Pip's gonna come too, but then he's gonna like lean and he's gonna say, "Do I have to perform with you again? I
Would
kind
you
of
like
want
to?
to." Yes.
Oh, you are absolutely invited.
He starts wagging his tail rapidly.
Ragavir will accompany Valeska to give her musical accompaniment.
Well, I'm not doing it yet. I'm going back to the room to identify the scepter.
So
Okay. Never mind
Asha
then.
was the one that went with Gregory?
Yeah, Asha's staying outside with Gregory.
Yeah, never mind. I'm staying outside with Gregory. If we're not performing right now, then I'm staying outside.
I'll go with Asha.
Yeah,
I'm gonna like
What
leave
was
my.
the agreement?
In an hour or two, you perform, I think.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Perform for an hour in 2 hours.
Ah.
I'll go in with Asha and the others.
Okay, so only Valeska and Cora are going upstairs. Oh, and Pip.
No, Amy.
I'm giving them the chest to take with them though, because I'm not holding on to it outside.
Okay.
You dump it off in one of their arms, and they immediately just start knee
Not
shaking.
me.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take the chest. I guess my strength isn't fantastic, but it is.
Between the four of you can manage. You all gather up in your rooms. You start summoning the spirits, and as you do, the spell ends early. And you look down, and you see your little rodent nomming on some of the glowing lights.
Excuse me. I know that that is your favorite spell now, but I need it.
You see him grow a little bit.
He does what?
He grows a little bit. It's like 30 pounds now.
Oh, you are chunky.
Thing just grow.
Is it eating your magic?
It is eating my.
I try and cast minor illusion in front of it and just make like a little smaller version of it.
Yeah, I'll try to cast light. Does
On what?
I guess I'll just like a random trinket I have.
You pick what's the trinket?
And I hope you're not gonna miss it.
I'll get my character sheet. I'll like cast light on like a rations. That way, if it tries to eat it, it'll be eating food.
You see that gopher look again, where it just snaps to the light and then leaps out of Valeska's arms and just eats it.
Could you keep doing that for I don't know, 11 minutes?
Does it grow? How much does it grow when my light?
It grew a little bit with the identify. With this, you can, I mean, it's eating it, but you're not seeing it like. You're not seeing a physical change at this point.
It's a light.
Okay,
It's a light snack.
I nod and like continue casting light. To keep it distracted.
What are you casting it on?
I'll just keep on casting it on the same ration.
Oh, it's eventually gonna eat the whole thing.
Well, then
I got an idea. Why don't you cast light, and I take the ration and I run around with it so it can chase the light.
Just don't get caught.
I mean, if it gets caught, it
don't
eats it, but not me, right? Hopefully.
I don't think that agitating this creature in an inn is a good idea.
Can see
Sounds
it.
like fun.
It's just like squishmallowed, like on the floor, like pancake, just looking up at you.
Cast another light.
It's fast, and it noms very quickly.
Oh.
Okay,
Anyways,
well,
can
does
you
it
figure out
seem
what this-
like? Yeah, does it seem like this plan will work?
If you feel like going through all of your rations.
I'll fucking do it.
Okay.
That 10 is turning into a 0.
Okay.
I just did it.
Oh, I can give you some of mine. I have fucking 21 of them.
The
Oh,
fuck?
please do.
Alright, you start feeding this thing out of its gourd.
It's so fucking chunky.
It's
Okay,
going to
I
explode.
start casting Identify as soon as she does that.
On the...
On the, scepter.
Okay, you feed this thing for 11 painstaking minutes, and you start to run out of rations, and you're like, uh-oh. But the spell finishes. It's not magical.
Well, that was a waste. This is very pretty, but it does not have any magic capability. Now, is
So
there
it's
anything
only
else
good for
we would
selling.
Is there anything else we would like to have a look at, or go back to the group?
Yeah, I think Strix has gotten fond of the Galot in the 11 minutes. Like, she tries to give it a little chin scritch. How does it react?
It lifts its head and burps.
Okay. This
Does it look
is
chunky?
acceptable, I guess.
When it burps, you see, like, a... almost like a light through a magnifying glass just, like, shoot out of its mouth. Lights up the room
When
a
I
little bit.
bought that poison earlier, I remember I didn't know specifically what it was, just besides what it could do. If they cast Identify on that, couldn't you tell me specifically
It's not
what it
magic.
does? Okay, well then no.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back to the others. I kind of want to go ahead and get over to this, the antique dude.
Yes, his name is Isara, I think. That's what I have written down, so, should remind y'all of that.
Isara? Okay, I gotcha. Cora finger guns. Well, she says, I gotcha.
Unless you choke on air.
Well, that's brief.
No.
That's brief. That could have been, I was eating some chocolate-covered almonds, I don't know if we're going down the wrong pipe, or if it's just, like, nothing. Maybe I'm getting sick, because I did get my second dose recently.
Yeah, I'll, like, very awkwardly finger guns you back.
She does one, and then forgets she has another hand, and then does the second one.
Yes.
Oh! Wow! I'm so glad you get that. Not everybody is cool enough to do the finger guns back.
Oh, thank you.
None of you know what the fuck a gun is, but...
What's a gun?
Finger magic missile.
It's an elf thing.
I think back to my upbringing where there were plenty of elves and I still have no idea what a gun is, so...
It so have you ever been Zasir?
No.
No? Oh, well, everyone does it there. All the cool elves, anyways.
Aren't you all cool elves?
Okay.
I mean, I thought you were like...
I'm enjoying
You
this
cut out
gift
at the
far too
end.
much.
Huh?
I'm enjoying this gift far too much.
I'm sorry, whoever just talked before Gray, you cut out right at the end.
Oh, aren't you all, cool elves? I mean, I thought you were from the snow.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, some are cooler than others, like, just in comparison. I mean, when you're around cool people all the time, suddenly that's the new normal, and only really cool people are cool. You feel me?
I'm just nodding.
We'll
not
take your
under-
word for it.
Yeah, I just sort of nod. I don't understand at all, and this is extremely obvious.
Alright, so you're all going to meet up with the rest of the group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Strix, as you go to leave, you feel like a tug at your back, and you look back, and at the base of your staff, Bonbon has its teeth dug into your staff, and is just kind of like being dragged like a broom, making no attempt to walk.
Yeah, I'm like trying to get my staff out of its mouth, and when that presumably doesn't work, I'm like, Valeska, can you retrieve your galant, please?
Bon Bon, could you come here?
It looks at you with the staff still, like, its teeth still embedded in it. Let's go.
I need
I start to
that.
slowly
It's
cast a
very
ritual
important.
identify.
You hear, like, what can only be described as the groan of a chinchilla, and it just gets up and it waddles over to you.
That's what I go to the group.
Yeah.
That chinchilla is big, unless that's a cat and not a chinchilla.
Yeah, I want to see the innkeeper's reaction when he
I-
comes down and
I
that
think we are
chinchilla is
going to
twice the size it
Figure
was.
out a different carrying situation.
It's like 35 pounds at this point.
You said it wouldn't grow if I just casted cantrip.
Well, at 11 minutes of it.
Okay,
It's
that's
not
fair
really
enough.
bigger, it's just fatter.
I see.
Are we ready to
Wide.
go to the antique dude?
Yeah, you guys walk down the stairs and past the innkeeper. Oh dear God!
Yeah, I just kind of like...
Did you feed it one of my end tables?
Nope. It subsists on magic.
I don't want to know what kind of drugs you do. Go ahead. Bye.
I did not take any drugs.
Today.
Yeah, Cora suddenly looks like she's like looking off to the side, like ooh.
Strix just says that very straightforward. She did not take any drugs, so that's what she said. But she won't press it, like, she's leaving.
Yeah, yeah.
Grigory's
Don't
out in
you-
the front with Asha, kind of trying to strut a little bit. Just like show off, like, no, I don't care if he is magic. I am Grigory.
Yeah, and
Oh my
Asha is
God.
like doting on him so much. Like she's just like loving on him, like giving him pets as he trots. She's like clapping a little bit for him. Like
Ragavir is going to cast Speak with Animals on himself,
Oh my god.
Okay.
and he's just going to start chatting with Grigory. Just like, yes, that's very nice.
I am
It's okay. You're still our favorite.
I am Grigory.
Oh my God.
What?
I am Grigory.
Yes, you are Grigory. And it's just like, ruffling his ears and just like petting him.
I am her Grigory.
Yes, you
Ragivir,
are.
tell him that I love him so much, please.
She says
like,
she loves
tugging
you
on
very
him.
much.
Alma's
gives a-
watching this, but she's like staring at Asha to like, Asha knows why she's staring at her.
Asha like after she's like hugging and loving on Gregory, she catches Alma staring at her, and she just kind of like stares back at her and gives her like a what kind of look. Like she doesn't say anything, just like kind of tilts her head to the side and is kind of like puzzled, like that girl's staring at me again.
Grigory takes notice of the animosity and approaches Alma.
No,
It
no, no.
stares
It's
her
not
down.
animosity. It's just staring.
Oh, he is the best. Just give him a little scratch under his chin. He really likes that.
She will do that.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
The fuck was that?
Only Ragavir heard that. Ragavir is just like,
See, he's very nice.
The rest of you join up at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over at Bon Bon. Say, well, hello there, new friend.
At this point, it's almost like a body pillow in front of Asha or Velasco.
Fucking rolling.
I can't even walk anymore.
Rolling it. I'm Katamari doing.
So, are we gonna go sell that stuff, get some money?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Yes, that is very accurate. That one right there.
I fucking
Oh my
do.
god.
I was like, this sounds less like a chinchilla, more like a fat ass raccoon.
I mean, he still looks like a chinchilla, but just that big.
You got bigger, buddy.
Not an animal.
Oh.
Not an animal. Okay then.
F in the chat.
Well, okay, fine. Be that way. Can you believe that, jackass? And he says that to Grigory.
What did you
Oh my god.
What did he say?
No, he says that to Grigory, like he's talking in animal.
I don't know if it's like you're talking in English, but they can.
I'm assuming he's I
think
don't know. What's your rule in Gray? When
I would say you speak in common, and it just comes across as something they can
Okay.
identify as language. Oh, why would you insult me in such a way, Ragavir? I thought we had a special bond.
I can't believe this asshole. He just snubbed me like that. He's horrible.
I don't. Yes, he is horrible. He is very horrible.
He is very horrible.
I am
Is this in
Grigory.
common?
Yeah, he's just saying this.
What
Oh my
did he
God.
say?
He didn't say
Hold
anything.
on, are you cursing out Ragavir?
It's because he has more fur, isn't it? I must grow.
Oh my god. Gregory.
He's so fucking sad. Why is he
It's okay, Grigory. Let's use some Rogaine for mules.
Oh my god.
How could you replace me, Ragavir? Been so loyal.
Ragavir, what does he say?
He is feeling very abandoned by you right now.
By me,
Valeska.
I would never. Oh, and she looks at Valeska.
I mean,
Well, I love you. And she herself to him again, like hugging him around the neck, petting him, doting on him.
Grigory, if
And-
I could carry you in the sling around my back, I would.
Ragavir's going to end the spell real quick, and he's just gonna look. He's feeling a little insecure right now, little jealousy. He'll get over it.
It is okay, Grigory. And
Just
she gives him
forever-
a big nose pet.
He just stares at you.
You don't hate my I'd say
Okay, so off to.
This was a walking and talking thing. You guys are on your own.
Okay.
yeah.
But you guys make it into the centerfold. Do we want to go through the market and head into the noble quarters?
Yep.
Okay. You start making your way through the dense market, and this isn't really like a settlement section. It's more a lot of moving carts that people pick up and move into the market and then drop and open windows, set up shop. There's really no houses, but there are a lot of like set up tents, movable carts, wagons and carts with like the back open. You can see a bunch of goods in, and you see all sorts of knickknacks. Anything ranging from like little tribal trinkets to things like dream catchers to gems, weapons. Some people are toting potions, some people are selling water, things of that nature. But there is a lot of hustle and bustle going on in the market, and a lot of different statures. You see some people in rags, some people in decent clothing, some people in finer clothing, looking at some of the more ostentatious carts. But if you guys are on your just mission to go straight through,
Yep.
you can
Because we're on a timer, because we got to get back to the inn in 2 hours.
carry all of your goods, and you make your way up towards the gate, which is lavish. The noble quarters is a gated community. It's walled in, so no one can go in without access straight through either the welcoming household, which is in the southern section, or one of the two gates, which one's in the bazaar, one's in the market. But as you approach, 3 guards at the front of the gate. The one in the center kind of holds up his hands. Halt! Who are you 3? Or, sorry, who are you 7? I said 3 guards. Oops.
Oh, we're just here to drop off something in one of your nobles, like, shop or whatever. He gave us a job, so we're just here to, like, bring back the fulfillment, you know.
That
We're
is
here for Isara.
Isara. Okay. I will send word if he is in agreement to your story. I will let you through. Escorted.
Okay. Okay, how long will that take?
However long it takes the messenger to go. The donkey and whatever that thing is are not permitted.
I think I'm going to get it in a main town. Stop it.
I didn't hear what you said. You cut out?
I think I'm going to get it a name tag. So I don't have to explain everything. This is a Galant. He eats spell.
Okay. He is still not permitted. No animals
Okay.
past this point unless they are pets of one of the residents.
I can wait with.
Then I can wait.
So Asha and Valeska are going to wait outside? Yes,
Like-
no?
The
Yeah.
only other option is to put him back, but like we're already here.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, it's... For whatever reason, it's getting hard to hear you two. But he sends a messenger off. You see someone scurry off behind the gate. Is there anything else anyone wants to do in the meantime while he's going?
I want to look around, like, and just kind of like look at all the like different faces, and I'm gonna try and keep a special eye out for that girl I had seen before.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
14. You see a variety of different things going on. Some people haggling, some people buying outright, some people trading. You do see someone just kind of like walk by one of the stands, just kind of pocket something really quickly and keep going. But no sign of that girl, no sign of anything else of interest.
Hey, pocket.
It looks like some kind of trinket, some little figurine statue.
Hmm. Did it look expensive?
Not particularly.
Cora just shrugs.
About 5 minutes go by, roughly, and you see someone approaching the gate, and you see, instead of the messenger, you actually see Isara himself coming up to the gate. Guards, open, please. Please. Now. And they all turn around, awkwardly kind of like shuffle really quickly to get the gates open and step aside for all of you. Friends, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. I see you have many goods. Come, please. My abode is just down the street. Come,
Might
come.
Might we be able to accompany as well, Isara?
With the donkey. Is that a gallant? Oh my.
Oh, you do.
Very rare. That may come. I don't know about the donkey. I'm not entirely sure that people would be very excited to see that in the neighborhood. However, if we are quick, he can stay in the house. Come on.
Okay, we can be back.
Hey, quick.
And she like quickly like runs real quick up to him and is just like, "Let's go."
Everyone starts shuffling along, and he has got a bit of a giddy step to him. He's obviously very excited. But he brings you up to his abode, which is... It's not a mansion or an estate, but it is a very large house, though it doesn't have more than 3 rooms. He opens up this big 2-door entryway and steps to the side. Quick, inside, clop. If he shits, you're cleaning it.
You got it.
But rushing in, stepping inside, you can see this nice open kind of lobby room with various different sets of furniture, and you can see the antique collector side of Isara, where a bunch of unique vases, pottery, portraits, busts, all these different types of arts and crafts over the last hundreds of years just set up around his entryway. Something resembling kind of similar to like a sofa or couch, along with on a set of matching chairs just seated around a table. I will have one of the cooks prepare something. In the meantime, if you would all like to set everything that you have for me in the centerpiece by the table. Oh, this is so exciting. Let me go to my treasury and see what I have on hand. I may not be able to buy it all off of you at the moment, depending on the prices we're working with, but I can send for money to arrive within a day or two.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I nod and like start hoisting the vase I have over to where he said to put it.
You set them all down, and he makes his way towards. You can see there's two separate rooms. One you gather leads to a kitchen because he pokes his head and he's like, "Hey, food." It closes the door and then goes into the other one, which you can assume is probably his bedroom, and starts rummaging around stuff. But you guys are left to your own devices for the moment.
I want to just look around and see if, like, he has any, like, instruments of any kind around.
Doesn't appear to have anything of note. In terms of instruments, in this particular room, you don't see anything. What you do make out are, like, the fine rugs, the furniture, obviously. Furniture you haven't seen in quite a while, but you are a little familiar with. And pictures and portraits of various figures. If you'd like, you can make a history check. But other than that, it almost seems more like a mini museum than it does anything else.
Does he have any like clocks or anything?
Oh.
You do recognize one of the portraits on the far wall is of one of the olden what the fuck is the word? The king of Old Umbris prior to the Sundering. Whose name I can get to you at some point. I don't want to pull up the notes at the moment. But you do recognize that. Outside of that, everyone else a little far out of your realm.
When you say like we're unfamiliar with the furniture, what do you mean by that?
I said Cora specifically is familiar with it.
Oh, familiar. Okay, just kidding. Sorry.
I mean, in terms of nice furniture, you don't really see it a lot. Most of the tables and stools you guys see are just like basic wood crafting. This is actually like cushioned and stitched.
Nice.
Cora's gonna kind of like lean into the seat as if she's pretty familiar with this type of furniture and like act like she like owns the place basically.
Kicks her feet up on the table. Too cool for cool. Is anyone else doing anything, saying anything to one another, or am I just skipping to him coming back?
I'll take. Oh, go on.
No, you go.
Yeah, I just like wanna look through all these different items, see if there's anything of particular note that I would recognize.
It depends on which particular note you're searching for. What would be of interest to Strix?
Maybe like some like religious items, maybe?
Make a religion check. 11. You do see like various sigils and figures as well as carvings and symbols, but you don't really recognize any of them. You're not sure if they have any religious connotation or anything to that nature, but a lot of it's pretty.
Does anything in the room have any runes on it? That might be, but I probably wouldn't be able to.
Make a perception check. 17. What the fuck was that noise?
Heard that.
Yeah, it sounded like the Roll20 rolling noise, but like 3 times in very quick succession.
Yeah.
Anything with runes on it? You do notice what looks like a scabbard of some kind. Nothing in it, but it does have runes kind of going up the leather.
Is it similar to the runes that I have on my item that I don't understand?
No.
Okay.
Are there like any of like not like regular like clocks, but like any artifact like clocks or no?
Outside of latches, the world really isn't in the clockwork stage at this point.
Okay.
The most engineering or like ingenuity you're gonna run into are like crossbows. Outside of latches, which has started, actually manufacturing stuff. Baragon probably has some stuff as well, but in Kalium, you're looking at some pretty basic. Like, the stitching is impressive to you. But some time passes, and Isar returns from his room with a pretty hefty sack that jingles as he walks. So, who am I negotiating with? Speaking to? Who is representing the trading of this?
I will be handling that. I have some experience evaluating.
I placed a hand on her shoulder and in agreement. I said, yes, I agree. Valeska is very good handling our negotiations, and I give her guidance.
Okay. Do bear in mind you do have to noticeably cast a spell in front of somebody.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Okay.
verbal and somatic, you did touch me.
In Arithia, we do have the circles, so there is always going to
Oh,
be...
yeah, fuck. Okay, just kidding. I just give her some moral support.
You give me guidance, but not the magic.
Yes.
But it feels magic.
Yeah, question for Gray.
Hi.
Would I be able to sort of ascertain the value of these items given my backstory?
Sure. You'd have some familiarity with relics. You
Yeah,
would be able
I'll,
to help.
Yeah, I'll step forward. Echo. Yeah, I'll step forward and sort of lead over the items, but I won't say anything.
Okay. So Isara will sit across from Valeska. So I see we have some urns and vases. That seems very correct for the tomb, though not old world. I'm thinking ancient, which is tantalizing, if I do say so myself. The chest, however, while lovely, a bit torn up, so I'm not quite sure I want to buy that. But I'll take what's in it.
Is he talking about the two like little dagger shards that we have in there?
No, he's talking about the cushions that are ripped to shit.
He wants the cushions, but not.
Oh.
I was under the impression that you guys took the slivers out and kept them.
Yeah, they're in my bag. Like I'm holding on to them personally.
Okay.
Yeah. Me
So
and
yeah,
Alma
he's referring to just the ornate chest itself with the felt. He's just referring to the fact that you cut into it and ripped out the cotton.
Cool.
So
That's fine.
don't quite want that. However, the urns and the vases are lovely. That scepter you have on you, are you perhaps looking to get rid of that as well?
I want you to tell me what it is.
It looks like a ceremonial burial piece. You give it to whoever is the head of the family, and you bury them with the rest of the family. It's used to signify significance, I guess. More of a mightier than thou show of whatever.
So you think whoever held this was like royalty or something?
Perhaps, or someone who knew of tradition. Given the number of vases and how basic some of them are, I would say this person was maybe wealthy, not necessarily royalty.
Oh. I actually also wanted to ask you, there was some other stuff back at that place that we went to, and I don't quite remember it offhand because it's been a while, but Cora starts to describe the kind of like shape that she saw, like in that first room, that she couldn't figure out what it was.
The mural or like the keyhole?
Like that strange machine.
She's
we
talking about
found?
the bird
the
dial.
strange machine.
Are you gonna just describe it to him, or do you want to do anything else?
And I'm gonna ask, after I describe it, I'm gonna be like, do you know anything about that?
I can't say that it sounds particularly familiar. However, something that floats on its own is interesting and certainly nice to look at. Did you, you said you left it there. Perhaps I will send another party to go grab it.
Well, it was really heavy. We would have taken it on our own, but we couldn't carry it over here.
Then I need to send them with the right equipment. Good to know.
And, but if you do send a team over there, it actually turned out to be, like, super dangerous. We're pretty sure there are some demons in there.
Smart. I like her. He looks at Valeska. Always up the danger. That makes it seem like I should, pay you a little bit more. Very smart.
No,
I
like,
mean,
they're...
she's not
No,
lying.
they're
I don't know if they were demons or they were like some sort of ghosty thingy and were very angry and also made Valeska's ears bleed. It was kind of like really spooky.
Yes, there were definitely some spirits that were not at rest. And we did have to take care of them.
Yeah, and we couldn't figure out how to like kill them or anything, so we just had to like figure out a way to move past them. But and there was also this thing that almost killed a bunch of us. Like there was this big giant scaly, like not scaly, skeleton minotaur, and then there was this another one that came out of like a circle thing. And then like Pip, I don't know exactly what happened, but Pip went into a room and then he like almost died. There was like this weird shadow darkness, like evil thing, like trying to be like,
Well,
And
it
then-
was like sucking out my life. I got weak.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still
like
pretty
that.
weak. Does he still have the black veins on his neck, by the way?
No, they've receded at this point.
Okay.
So like, just I mean, as long as you make sure the people that you send know that, because it's like really dangerous. Several of us almost died.
He
Yeah,
has.
Drix kind of subconsciously like rubs her head.
He holds like a soft, emotionless smile. Right. Spirits, demons, ghosts, skeletal minotaurs. Sounds like a journey. Valeska.
I'm just gonna like lean forward and be like completely serious and be like, I'm not joking. I'm not making it up. Can I like try and persuade him that I'm being serious?
I think that we've wasted enough of this kind man's time, and perhaps we should get on with negotiations, as we do have business that we do need to take care of later, at least the performing ones of us do.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, the scepter, were you looking to get rid of that as well?
How much would you be willing to give us?
I see I'm doing negotiations with you. Okay.
I guess so.
I the scepter itself, maybe 150 gold for that piece. That seems about appropriate. For the vases,
Can I check and see if he's like bullshitting me and trying to get it for a lot less than it actually is?
sure.
So you're doing the negotiations now? I guess we shouldn't have come. I mean, we could have just gone to.
There seems to be a
Well,
bit of
I'm
discord.
not
Would
trying to
you?
negotiate. I'm just trying to insight. Sorry.
Should
ahead.
I maybe step out of the room if you do the lot of you have some things to discuss? I feel a little intrusive at the moment.
No. I assure you that we are open to any conversations we have. You are open to.
I think if we are going to entrust someone in our party to do a job, we should let them do it. And she motions to Valeska, who doesn't look too.
I think Valeska should do it.
I have 7 pairs of eyes to focus on. I will focus on whoever talks. Alright, I will look at the floor.
Yeah, I just sort of I'm looking at Valeska expectantly.
Almost even like kind of gesture to Cora to just like hold back on the scepter, and we'll deal with that later kind of motion.
Okay.
So the urn, you said that you are willing to pay for all of these upfront?
Depending on the negotiations, I may have enough to buy it all off of you. I may need to go grab some more money. It depends on what will work out. I also need to actually further inspect some of the items, so I'm not quite sure what the price is that we're looking at. But I will be upfront with you as best I can.
I am actually well trained in the art of inspection and identifying certain magical properties of items. If you would like me to do so, then I may do that for you for an additional fee.
I'm not particularly worried about it. I can do so myself. He's going to wave his hand and he is going to cast a spell. Do any of you know Detect Magic?
I do.
Okay. He's going to do the similar motion, and then the chinchilla jumps out of your fucking arms. Oh, my.
I cast light and like on another ration and like wave it at the chinchilla a bit frantically.
Makes a U-turn. Oh, that is alarming. He is very fast for that size. That is a big boy.
Yes, he is very well trained in the art of negotiation.
He will cast Detect Magic.
Is he?
Stop casting light.
Yes, I will continue casting light.
Okay.
Ice. I don't sense any magic, though a few of you are carrying quite a few things.
Yes, like I said, my background is verifiable.
I guess so. But given the nature of a lot of these, we will look at, shall we say, the vases first?
Of course.
And he'll pick some up and kind of turn them carefully in his hand. Definitely of dwarven make. Old indeed. Well conditioned too. You guys took very good care of them bringing them back here without a cart. That's impressive.
Well, we are very good. We do.
That I can fondly agree with. I am thinking about 15 gold per.
120 gold.
Yeah, does 15 gold seem like a fair price for these vases? Would I know?
Make an intelligence check. Valeska, you can do the same.
Okay, roll 20 just reloaded on me for some reason.
It's okay.
Intelligent, he said?
Intelligence, yep. 13. 15 seems right in the ballpark. Not necessarily on the lower side, but, you know, right in the middle.
Okay, this is acceptable to me.
Sure. 15, you have 8 in total. Oh, I'm sorry, there are some urns here. Urns are a little bit different. I'll take a look at a few of them. We'll say, for the sake of ease, we'll just go 3, 5. So, 5 vases, 3 urns. The urns themselves are much nicer, in my opinion. So I am thinking 22 gold each. And the same thing. Every time he gives a price, you guys can just roll intelligence.
At least I'm consistent.
It's true. 15. 22 seems on the appropriate. On the up and up. Those two out of the way. Was there anything else other than the scepter that you guys were interested in parting ways with?
What did he say about the chest again?
He said he didn't want it because it got torn into. It's damaged.
Do we have anything other than...
OOC, the only other things that you have from the tomb are the scepter and then the minotaur horns as well as the 2 jade slivers.
The minotaur horns. What do you guys think? I'm gonna pull out the 2 minotaur horns and put them up on the I guess the table that we're using.
Oh my.
These, I'm not sure if you are this type of collector, but I think that these are a pretty precious item nevertheless. These belong to the Minotaur. Slide on their way over.
I'm not much of a monster hunter nor collector. However, I do know people that are. Perhaps I could be the middleman for you.
Do they come into town often, or is it someone is not?
The only person I know of in town would be... He looks at his notes. Surya, who is a little curt to people outside of his circle. I wouldn't necessarily advise talking to him, mostly because he may spit on you.
I am sorry.
Assuming you heard me correctly the first time, he's a bit of a dick. I believe is the colloquialism that people use to describe him.
Then I believe I will let you play your part as the middleman.
Surely,
Are we all okay with these? And I look at the party.
I shrug.
Pippa nods.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
The Minotaur horns. Are you very attached to them, or should we?
Oh, no, I'm fine with giving them up.
Selling them, not giving them up.
Very well.
Given the clean cuts and the sheer size of these beasts, my lord, I am thinking probably 10 gold for the pair.
That's... Holy shit, Valeska, come on.
It's a little on the lower end, but he's giving you a lower price because he needs to resell it.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. I get how this works.
Very well. 10 gold for the pair.
Lovely. And then that just turns my attention back to that lovely scepter. If you are interested in parting with it, my dear. Looking at Cora.
Cora's just gonna kind of grip it in her hand, like a little bit tightly, and she's gonna say, so you were thinking 150 gold, and can I, since this is directed at me, can I like roll insight to see if he's like giving me a fair price?
It would be intelligence, and you and one other can do it.
Okay.
Or actually, I don't know if you want me to do it with you.
It would be between Valeska.
Oh, wait,
and,
no.
It would be between Valeska and Strix because they're the only ones with experience with artifacts.
Oh, alright.
I'll go with Strix.
Okay.
150 seems a little low, given the rarity of something like this.
One. I don't know that I feel comfortable with that price. I mean, we did go and almost die to get this out of this tomb, and it's like this, like, super special scepter that was presumably, like, possessed by someone of an ancient world that no one knows anything about. It seems a lot more valuable than that.
Right. Okay. Given your story and perhaps a little bit of your history, maybe we can look more at 225.
Can I tell if that's still too low?
You can both reroll.
Okay. A natural 20.
225 still seems on the lower end.
I again, this isn't just me like finding it
All
for
right.
you.
275, but I won't go higher.
Can I roll again?
You don't have to. That is with a 20. That's about what you're gonna get for it. At like the top end.
Okay.
If you want to try and push higher, you can, but you're kind of understanding like he's really like stretching his pockets a little bit on that.
All right. As long as you promise me that it's not anything magical. If I find out that you lied to me, I'm going to be very upset with you.
Oh no, I would never lie. That is a lie. It's not magical.
Okay.
Well, I
But
could definitely do that.
But again, and then she kind of makes a motion with like two fingers where she points at her eyes and then on him. And she reluctantly like hands it over.
Oh, handing the product over before the payment. I see you are very trusting. All right, get out. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'll be right back. He opens up the sack of coin that he brought back out, and he starts pulling some out. 22 times 3 is 66, plus 15 times 5 is 75. Is that right? No, I don't want to sound like an idiot. 30, 60, 75. 75.
On 75 plus 66, that's 141, and then...
I was adding it while you guys were talking and negotiating, and I got 426.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. All right. So we have this. He pulls out 30 platinum. Sets it down on the table. So it's 300, 100 gold. So I will leave this up to you. I can either pay the rest in silver coins, which I have in remnants, or you can wait a couple of days and I can get it in gold. It'll be a lot of silver though.
Silver is all right, right? I mean, we're splitting it between ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, that seems fair enough. I'm okay with silver.
Okay, he fetches up and rounds up about 260 silver coins.
Yeah, split 7 ways.
So 30 platinum, 100 gold, and 260 silver.
Yeah, that's 37 silver for each person.
How much per person?
Oh, hold on.
30 platinum, how much gold?
100.
260 silver.
Why is that last salmon?
I mean, we could always split it up by like just the amount and then figure it out from there instead of like having to split up each individual type.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would probably be easiest.
Okay, well, we can deal with these matters not in this man's living room.
No.
Yeah, let's get out of here before.
It'll come down to 60 gold, 8 silver. Yeah.
Okay.
Then however you want to divvy that.
Gold 8 silver.
Uh, 3 people will get 9 silver, and 1 person will have 61 gold instead. Is that accurate for math? Probably not. Is it a clean number? Yeah, so I don't fucking care.
Me.
Sounds good.
So wait, how many? Can someone just like write down how many each of us get each, or what something?
Yeah, 60 gold and 8 silver.
Ah.
And you guys can convert that into platinum however you want. That's fine. I don't really care about the logistics of it. When it comes to like keeping track of money, I would prefer it if you could have it in whatever way is easier for you. So if you have if you have 60 gold and you want to just write down 6 platinum, that's fine.
Okay.
I will assume that in your downtime you get it exchanged at some point.
Okay. That sounds good. And I'm gonna turn to the rest of the party and I'm going to say, so is it time to go do the dance stuff?
Probably about that time, yes. I think we should head back.
Dancy, dancy.
Right, I will escort you all to the gate.
Thank you very much.
He gets up, kind of walks over to his door, looks at the donkey. At your fastest pace. And opens the door and heads out.
As soon as the door opens, Asha just takes off with the Gregory lead or whatever and just like takes off with him like to freaking get the fuck out of there.
You make it back to the gate and they let you out immediately. Are the rest of you hauling ass or just kind of like taking your own pace?
Ragamu's
Taking. Pip is he's like running with his hands in his pockets.
Almost
Yeah.
Peace.
Stay
Yeah,
with
I'll,
Alma.
I'll like look around at my surroundings, but I'll go fairly quickly.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, just
I don't
Oh my
perceive
God.
shit.
You're
The
like,
dots are not connecting.
you're like, oh, what is that over there? And you run straight into a lantern pole.
I hit my
Oh.
head again and I just collapse to the ground.
It's just one motion, like hits it and then like legs straight up like she's straddling the pole and just slides down it under her butt.
Almost gonna try to catch her, but how to recover from that?
It's like a hollow wooden pole too, so you hit it and it just kind of like rings a little bit. It's very loud.
Yeah, I just clamber to my feet, wincing, and then I think I just leave.
Oh my God.
Everyone makes their way out of the Nobles District back into the market, where it's getting a little late, probably about 5:30 in the afternoon.
Okay. I'm again going to like pull my cloak, like tighter around me, and like my bag is under my cloak, and I've got like my pocket, my like coins and my component pouch inside as well to try and like ward off thieves.
I got you.
Yeah, I just remembered that I too have a cloak. So yeah, I'll keep my coin pouch under there.
For the sake of ease, I will assume that you are all keeping track of your goods now.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a coin purse that's like in my top, and I have the fucking sling over it, so if anyone comes close, they're gonna lose it.
They're gonna get bit.
Bun bun.
Almost big
I
sword
love him.
usually wards everyone off.
while Bun Bun is smooshed up against Valeska, it occasionally just like takes a glance over at Strix. Just looks
It
back.
does what?
Just takes a glance over at Strix on occasion, and looks back at Valeska.
Yeah, I look back at it with something resembling affection.
Wrinkles its nose. You'll make your way back through the market streets. Are we going straight back to the Sandy Hills?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm doing some minor illusions along the way of like different food items.
Right when you get to the crossroads to the Vienna district, the Bourdain district, and the Ariel district, where the road splits into crossroads, you see a kind of gathering. A lot of people kind of making a circle around a section. And as you can hear voices kind of chattering in the center of it, you see a lot of people just kind of backing away and then turning on their heels and just marching in the opposite direction of whatever's in the center of the circle.
I'm gonna go towards the circle.
Yes, I'll go too.
What do we?
I'm gonna be like, Alma, look, there's something going on. Let's go look.
Alma will go with her because she also wants to. She was already planning to.
Gotcha. I need to scroll. I am sorry. This is something I should have done before session, but I did not.
We're good.
Good. We understand you're busy.
I'm always busy.
Gives me more time to look at donkey gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate all of the effort that you do, Gray.
Okay, but hot take, what's cuter, a mule or a donkey?
Why would you make me choose?
They're both cool.
Yeah, but mule's like a horsey donkey.
Both is good.
Imagine, like, Bon Bon eventually getting big enough that Valeska can, like, ride him into battle.
I need to ride this round fucking thing into battle.
Well, with enough light cantrips, that could happen sooner rather than later.
Max. We just need to find a good wizard for this guy to.
Wasn't there like a pet shop or something?
There is.
Oh my god.
Ooh, we could go. Oh my god, guys, we should go to the pet shop. Look.
And look at all the pets we can't buy? Yeah.
Why can't we buy? What makes you think we can't buy pets? We have money now.
Okay. Found it.
Why would we
so in
want
the...
a pet?
You already have 3. I'm including Pip.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Pip's like, what?
In the center of the circle, you see a tall, kind of rotund figure. Got a bit of a belly on him. In extremely fine attire. Talking to what seem to be almost like noblemen in their own right. They're dressed very finely, but they're kind of like almost groveling. They're standing. They're not kneeling down, but they have both of their hands cupping one another, and they're just kind of like in a panicked look and tone, kind of talking to this man quickly. Behind him, you can see what looks to be some form of hired guard. He has 2 swords in scabbards around a waistband that's tucked around his tunic and clothing, like these fine robes that just fall quietly to his ankles. The scabbards themselves, one is red and one is blue, and they both have a symbol of a turned rose along the scabbard that sort of just repeats idly, going all the way down. The man himself, the one with the fine clothing, the rotund fellow, has kind of this sloppily combed over black hair, trying to cover up somewhat successfully the effects of balding. standing about 5'6", 5'7" ish, has a patchy beard that he keeps as well groomed as he can. And he is currently holding a somewhat decently sized coin, similar to like almost like a $50 size, in his hand. And he seems to be talking down to these two noblemen in front of him, while the swordsman with his hair, dark auburn hair pulled back into a ponytail and tucked behind him, just stands next to him quietly. Just has this 1,000-yard stare look and is just sort of whistling quietly to himself.
I'm gonna go closer to see if I can make out what they're saying. And I also want to discern if I can discern like why everybody's moving away from them.
Make a perception check. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm just kind of peeking.
Yeah, I'll get closer and see what.
Yeah, I'll get as close as like socially acceptable, I guess.
I'm kind of like behind people because obviously I'm short, but I'm like peeking in between people's legs and stuff.
Yeah, Ragavir's gonna get closer, but you know, not so much as to draw attention.
Okay.
Oh, Strix.
The rest of you are hearing mostly the commoners, the people around you, are like kind of whispering amongst each other. And it's like, is it going to happen again? Is he going to do it? He has the coin out. He has the coin out. And you can hear some other figures. I didn't know Overwear was coming back today. I thought he was gone for another week. This is horrible. Some other commoners turning. You can see one of the guards that's in the crowd, like approaching to see what's going on, see who's talking, and you can see just a stoic look come over his face, and he just heel turns 180 degrees and just walks in the other direction. Strix, you can make out coming from the actual figures. I do believe that I asked for the money today. I am fully aware that you thought I was not going to be back. However, I am a patient man. Should fate be on your side, I don't see why I wouldn't wait. And you can see the other two noblemen just like, yes, please, so if we can just have a day or even just a couple of hours, we can run home. I can get it all sorted, I swear. And just these hushed tones going back and forth in that type of conversation. Asha, you pick up the same stuff.
Okay, well, this doesn't seem to be any of my business.
I couldn't agree more.
To be any of our business.
Yeah, so, I, like...
Can you guys hear what they're
do
saying?
Do I recognize, like, the symbols of the rose?
Make a history check.
Can I do so as well, possibly? If not, that's fine. I was just wondering if I would possibly recognize the symbol because of my education.
We'll get to it. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Strix, thinking back on history and your... I won't call it obsession, but your focus on effective killing of a certain type of thing. Everyone's seen your order uniform. Your focus on killing. You have studied different types of fighting and martial prowess. And thinking back and thinking, you remember a couple of symbols. Very famous households that are born purely of martial prowess. Thinking back, you remember the symbol along the scabbard of one of those households, and as you start to remember and have a bit of recollection, you remember another symbol next to it. It's the same one on Alma's sword, the crossguard. Not the same, sorry. One that is of another household. For those who are interested, this is what the symbol looks like on the scabbard.
Waiting.
Wouldn't Alma also recognize
You
it?
don't need to roll, you just recognize it. And depending on how you've talked to Cora, she would also recognize it.
She wouldn't recognize it.
Okay. Then, Cora, unfortunately, you would not. Your studies wouldn't go in that direction, because that's different continent specifically.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, I'll, like, look at the symbol kinda peer at Alma. Like, I'm not trying to be obvious about it, but I don't think I'm being all that subtle either. Sort of like the math going on in Strix's head, like that geometry meme with the woman.
Alma kind of like steps behind Cora, that like no one, so that they don't see her, and she's gonna like adjust her sword so that the handle isn't as obvious.
Gotcha.
Yes, that's the exact meme.
So
Yeah.
why do you think he's so mad at them? Alma, what do you think?
I am not thinking at all.
Huh? I was just asking what you thought of, like, why do you think he's so mad at them?
He probably owes them money. Sounds like that.
I don't know, he seems like it's somehow more than that. I heard, like, everyone else whispering about him, so...
With Strix's focus being taken away, Asha, you're the only one who picks up on this. But, listening in, you do hear, well, it appears we have come to the end of our discussions then. I will happily await the money. And you can see a look of relief kind of come over the noblemen's faces as they're, like, looking at him, and they stand up a little bit straighter. Thank you. And then you hear... I don't have a coin on me. You hear the sound of a coin flipping. Sorry, I normally have water with me, but I don't have any, and my throat's dried out. But you hear the sound of a coin flip, and immediately both of the noblemen, you see their shoulders completely drop and their faces just sink, and horror just comes into their eyes, and everyone around in the circle immediately backs up, except for the rest of you, because you don't know what you're expecting, but you notice everyone around you just starts moving away.
Alma backs up. And
Yeah, I'll take, like, a step back with my hand on my staff.
Pip's still standing there. He's got his head tilted.
Cora's gonna, like, kind of brace and, like, hold her hands up ready to, like, have a, like, react or something.
Okay.
Asha backs up with Grigory. As she was listening, she was kind of like leading on to believe as if she's like taking care of her donkey, and she's just like, oh, people are moving, I should move out of the way too. Me and my donkey.
Okay. You all watch as the coin twirls in the air and then lands in the wider man's palm, and he doesn't look at it, nor does he show it to the other people. He just holds it up over his shoulder and shows it to the swordsman behind him, who stops whistling and just kind of turns his head to look at it and just smiles softly. And without looking at the coin, the man just folds his hand over it and sets it in his pocket. Good day. May fate be with you. And he just starts motioning or walking quietly down the street. I will actually roll for it. Alright. And the swordsman starts to follow behind him. And you can see both of the noblemen just staring straight ahead. Their eyes don't follow him as he walks by. They don't look at the swordsman. They're just staring straight ahead. Everyone can roll perception if you'd like.
Okay. Darn it.
15.
God damn.
Okay. Everyone who rolled a 15 or higher, you guys don't see anything. The only thing you pick up on is you hear it. You hear same sound when Alma resheaths her sword. Just that little click right at the end. That's all you hear. And they just continue walking down. In about 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and blood just starts pouring out of the throats of both the noblemen, and they just fall into the dirt.
Oh my fucking god.
Holy shit! Did you see
Yeah,
that?
I am.
Everyone
I
is
am
gone at this
quite-
point.
Yeah, I am startled, but not like there's anything I can do.
Pip's like
I'm gonna go
staring
to the-
down at their
I'm gonna give Alma a look, and then I'm gonna go over to the bodies.
What are you doing?
Well, they look like noblemen. I'm sure someone will want to know what happened to them, right?
Alma's gonna stand behind Ragvir and like hide behind him so no one sees her.
Asha is staying away and she's petting Gregory and just like staying away from the situation, but like watching out of the corner of her eye.
Do any of you have any idea who that man is?
I'll relay the information that Gray told me. Like, I'll say like the symbol.
For terminology, he's from one of the 3 Swordsworn households. Just so you can relay that.
One of the 3 sworn households.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll say the rose symbol indicates that he is from one of the 3 swordsworn households, noble houses that rose to power through their martial prowess. I can speak.
I like to think Strix is just in shock. It works. Cora.
Yeah?
One of the guards that was like on the outside of the circle just slowly approaches you and then puts a hand on your shoulder. If I were
What?
you, miss, I would go home.
Well, but who's gonna tell their families?
I would go home.
Who was that? What did he do to them?
He'll just shake his head, pick up his hand,
What?
feel accomplished in his duties, and just walk away. You notice any of the guards that had bore witness to this, they all walk away. Not a single one of them is going near this.
I'm going to look around and see where the guard is, where if like people are retreating into any sort of like house anywhere nearby.
You get the sense, even the people in the market, like the atmosphere in the city itself has changed completely. People are going home. No one is interested in being out at the moment.
We should get in.
Okay, this is just really weird.
Do any of you know who that man?
No, just some noble dickhead, probably.
Actually, Cora, you can roll. That would be, you can roll either, 14. Someone did mention Obuer, which it rings a bell, but you can't remember why. You do know they are a lord of some kind. You don't remember of what.
I think he's some sort of lord. I think I heard some whisper, some rumor or something about some dude called Lord Oberer, but like, I don't know. Just based on that, he seems like the kind of guy I wouldn't want to hang around with, you know?
I mean, yeah, if he's going to do that too. Did anyone see that?
See what?
Was with.
You're cutting out.
Yes, what was with that coin?
Oh, the coin? What coin?
Do you all believe in fate?
Well, that's a silly question. Of course,
I know that you do.
if you guys believe in fate, well, don't you?
You keep cutting out. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You guys believe in fate as well, don't you?
Cora just kind of shrugs.
Why wouldn't we believe in fate if that's what brought us together?
Well,
Not
do
really
you believe
think
that it can be changed by force? Because it did.
I mean, all of this like fate nonsense and stuff is kind of, I don't know, it never really made sense to me. Like, it's basic fate. The idea of fate is basically saying what's going to happen is going to happen. Like, yeah, everybody has free choices, but like, due to like a bunch of different things, like, everybody is going to make a certain choice. It just depends on their mind in that matter.
He changed fate forcefully with that coin.
It seems like
We should all go discuss this. We should.
Well, I'm assuming that we're walking and talking.
Oh, are we
Yeah.
walking? Sorry, I thought we were still there.
I'm walking towards the stables to put Gregory in his little stable-y home.
It will be one additional silver.
She gives them 2 silver
Set for 2 days.
for 2 days, just in case. If it ends up in 1, you can keep the.
Okay. You all make your way back towards the Sandy Hills Inn. For the sake of ease, any conversation you guys want to have, I can say we can do like post session or like play by post. But I do want to end the session now, just because it's a comfortable place to end it.
Oh, okay.
Then can I continue with my thing?
Yeah, good.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't really see that well. What did you see?
Well, I still don't know if you believe me, but regardless, I saw that man physically change the fate of the 2 men before him.
Did he like say a spell or something?
Not that I saw. He did not even look at the coin.
What did anything else happen?
Well, whatever it was, he physically altered the lifespan. It was like cutting a string. Like he shortened the life those 2 men instantly.
Yes, it was almost if there were 2 sort of realities, one in which the swordsmen attacked them and one in which they didn't. And it seems like he swapped those 2 realities.
He might have also just flipped the coin to decide, like, if he was gonna have the swordsman kill him or not.
He didn't look at the coin.
I think his mind.
Yeah, but maybe the swordsman already knew, hey, if it's heads, I kill them. Hey, if it's tails, I don't. Like, I mean, this whole fate business, it's just, I don't know. I don't know that I really believe in it.
You can believe it if you want. You can run from it. Regardless, it is.
Regardless, it is what?
It is there.
I think things just happen. Like, I don't think, like, fate seems like just like a concept that people made up to like make themselves feel happier or better about things.
Well, that makes a lot of sense then.
Okay.
Yeah, Strix is just giving Cora a look.
What?
Nothing just happens for a reason. It all must mean something.
I mean, I don't really see. Like, I'm not trying to like start an argument or whatever. I just don't really think that like things happen for reasons. They just do. Well, everything happens for a reason, as in, like, the things that lead up to it that cause that are the reason it happens, but there's no other reason. Forces cause change, and like, change changes the future.
You can believe what you would like. I'm not going to force you to believe.
Okay.
It is a little bit more concrete.
I guess
Respectfully, I did.
I guess I'm just a bit confused. Did they just do it because, or like, did they change reality?
Well, I can't imagine why anyone would do something like that or allow that to happen to. But
My guess is he's someone very powerful who, in part of the reason he is so powerful is because people respect and fear him. And people aren't going to respect and fear you for very long if you, like, don't, like, make them respect and fear you.
I don't know if there's any respect there, but there's absolutely.
Well, not everybody's gonna feel the same way. Like sometimes like other nobles like have this weird like respect for each other, I guess. I don't know. They're all a bunch of jerks if you ask me. People shouldn't have that much power over other people.
Now that I can agree completely.
And scene.